Hey, how y'all doing this evening? Let me actually get to the point where I can see what's going on. I feel like I'm so zoomed in. Might be a little bit of a problem. Can you guys hear me all right? No shit, if it's working. Give me a second. Come on. Laptop, catch up. All right. Taylor, how you doing? I feel like you must have been out of country or something. Usually you are here and hanging out with us. All right, I can hear myself clearly enough, which means that most likely everybody else can too. All right, so let's get comfortable. Let's see. All right, Marcus, what's up? He was here a little early. B, how you doing this evening? Uncle Bull says evening all. Jimmy, I was getting ready to pour some of this, but I don't know, Jimmy. I might have to, we might have to pour a little something. Taylor, how you doing? FCB, what's up? What's up, Jeff? How you doing? B says, what's up? Grumpus says, hey, yo, I'm here. Oh, man, Grumpus, my coaster is on the other side of the dining room table where I'm sitting. Oh, no, it's not. It's right here. Oh, crap. I'm trying to get this coaster up. Hold on. Here it is. Yes, Grumpus, we represent Grumpus. Definitely appreciate Grumpus, hooking me up with coaster. Boom. We're gonna use it too. It's not a party till Grumpus shows up. What's up, Sean? How you doing this evening? Dang good old looking coaster. It sure is. Mike, how you doing this evening? Justin, what's going on? Justin is from Papa Bear's Kitchen. He says, what's up, Dash, and everyone here. How you doing this evening, sir? I was just scrolling through Instagram and I saw a couple of your pictures. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. He's like posting up some stuff there. Golly, I feel like I'm zoomed in still. Been a rough day, man. Oh, I feel like sometimes aren't they all? Anyway, how's everybody else doing? How was Thanksgiving for you guys? I know, tonight we're gonna talk about some lessons learned of Thanksgiving, but we're not there yet. Let's get 25 folks on the live stream. And Marcus says that's new. What's new? This ain't new, man. This been hiding in the corner. I just didn't have any. I didn't. So I work I go into my office on Mondays and Wednesdays, and every other Friday from time to time. Oh, words on the screen. What words on the screen? You have the chat on, I guess. Victor says, okay, just checking in. Heck, I lost track of what day it is. Where is that bottle of Jack? Ah, here it is. Time to stop playing and start selling food. Yeah, I hear you, Justin. I definitely hear you. I still haven't made a drink. He says, B says he'll BRB. The gentleman took his life. Oh, man. Whoa. Wow. Mike, that's tough, man. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know. Well, you know what, Mike? All you can do is take solace in knowing that whatever that man was going through is over for him. So, unfortunate as it may be. Jamie, how you doing? Jamie says Marcus confused himself with technology again. Brian, how you doing this evening? What's up, Lee? He says, "Hey yo, Dash in the chat." Uh, oh, that's so funny. CCSH side chick reporting from Catering Central. Well, how you doing this evening? Tyler says, "Go Birds." Yeah, we're gonna wear it backwards because we're in mourning this evening, and but yeah, Mike, I mean, unfortunately, I don't wish that upon anybody. Uh, but I tell you what was crazy. So, um, you never really want to hear news like that of a death on Facebook, right? So today is Wednesday. On Monday morning, I get into work and I sit down and I'm on my phone and I'm on Facebook for some odd reason. Like I don't spend much time on Facebook, right? So I'm on Facebook and I come across the post and it's in a different language. The different language is Portuguese. Now there's a gentleman, Timeshift TS, who, if you have seen our interactions or the interactions I have with him, he's in Brazil, meaning he speaks Portuguese. When he's been on a live stream or in a chat, he only speaks Portuguese. I've asked him a time or two if he understands English, and he's like, not very much. So I'm like, okay, great. So Google Translate and I are good friends. But I came upon this post, and this post was on a friend's, page, right? And it was in another language, but sometimes you just know what it is when you see it. We follow in Portuguese. Oh, I see that's the thing because I want to say I confuse Spanish and Portuguese. Like I mean I can wish you Merry Christmas like Feliz Natal, and I can say you'll follow on like Portuguese or no follow Portuguese. But there's certain things that I know, like obrigado. When I go to Fogo de Chão, that they love me because I can say obrigado, and they're like, "Oh, you follow Portuguese?" I'm like, "No, I just know that word." um, so, but the point I'm trying to make is I knew that it was not good news, and what it ended up being is there was a woman who was from uh from Portuguese, excuse me, from Brazil, and she used to watch me as a kid on my block, and she passed away. So I mean, she's my younger brother's. She was my younger brother's godmother, and like I said, when I was reading this, I just knew it wasn't good news, and it was one of those things where I read it and I was saddened, but I wasn't like brought to tears or anything. But then the young lady, her name is Miss Green. Miss Green had two kids. Her two kids, Osvaldo and Lucy, were older than I am, but we all hung in a similar circle. They were like on the higher edge of the circle of folks that we hung out with because we went to church together. And Lucy sent me a message asking, "Hey, can you let your mom know that my mom passed away?" And I'm like, "Okay." So I ended up calling my mom, and my mom busts out in tears, and I'm just like, man, this is not what I feel like dealing with right now. So, Mike, I mean, I say all of that to say, it's never ideal. It's never ideal. But like I said, hopefully, just take some solace in knowing that hopefully, whatever pain that man was feeling, or whatever was going on, at least for him, it's over. All right, so let's talk turkey. I know we usually save the weird and morbid and random stuff for the second hour of the chat, but sometimes that stuff happens. Anyway, all right. So who had a? I know that I can't be the only one that was held up. Don't be, man. Look, I don't mind. I don't mind. As you see, I'm pretty flexible. But who had an experience cooking this past Thanksgiving? And I would love to hear some of your, the I won't say horror stories, but every cook does not go well, I'm sure. And I would like to hear, what did you learn? What did you learn about this year? So Marcus nailed on the head. Overweight turkeys. The turkeys need to go on a diet. That's for daggone sure. He and I both were dealing with overweight turkeys. The overweight turkey in the house. All right. Anybody else? Marcus said overweight turkeys. I agree. All right, we're gonna pull out the special one today. We're gonna pour out a little something. Those of you guys who don't know, this is the seasonal crown peach, and it is delicious. So I know from talking to KB, how you doing? I was gonna say I'm just covering my ice, but my cup is kind of full of ice. All right, that's a good pour. Pretty healthy pour. All right, so let's see. AQ Kevin. This is AQ Daddy. He says, "Hey yo, Taylor says I just did a turkey this year to take to a family thing. Tried to go to the nines with the dry brine compound butter under the skin, stuff it with fruit, veggies. Felt like none of it really mattered in the end." Taylor, I'm telling you, man. To me, you guys know, you see what you see is what you get. I keep it rather simple. So Taylor said he went above and beyond to do a whole bunch of stuff, extra stuff, and it didn't matter in the end. Marcus says supposed to be 10, 12 pound turkeys. Most were 16 to 18, which kills your smoking and or frying times. I totally agree. And then, Marcus, here's another thing too. If you have too big of a bird, you cannot physically fry it because it will disperse too much oil. So that's another thing too. Like on the turkey fryer, I'm pointing to the turkey fryer like you guys can see. On the turkey fryer I have, it specifically stated, do not put a turkey bigger than 15 pounds into this oil. And the turkey I had was, I think it was about 14 and a half, almost 15 pounds. And sure enough, there's oil bubbling up and over the top. So, onto the side of my patio. So I have to, I gotta clean out there. Mike says I actually had a moist turkey breast this year, and the wife and the dogs loved it. Nice. Yeah, so for our turkey, I fry our turkey. I do smoke turkeys to sell just because I am of the philosophy that you want a hot and fresh turkey if you're going to fry it. If you want a hot fresh turkey out the oil, out the grease, if you are going to fry a turkey. So I don't sell those. What? Taste tester number 1. Yeah. What are you talking about? Nothing. Yeah, thank you. You forgot you're talking out loud and you're not in your room? Yeah, so I don't I don't sell fried turkeys. I sell smoked turkeys so that my folks can warm them back up. Much better to me than a fried turkey trying to be reheated. That's just not a thing. KB says, howdy everybody. Just got home from work. Taylor says smoked turkey with light seasonings would have come out the same regardless. I agree. Okay, let's see. Let me see here. We gotta. Where are all of my moderators? This is when you would put somebody on timeout. Yeah. All right. So, Delana, how you doing? Or Wally? Which one? Who is it this evening? But I am a Taylor. I'm a keep it simple type person. I will do a brine and I'll season the turkeys. That's about it. I don't do any compound butter under the skin and you know, a whole bunch of vegetables and you know, fruits and other things like that in the brine. Nope, 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 nope. No worries, Jeff. Just you know, keep an eye out. You know, keep an eye out for kind of weird stuff. This is weird Thanksgiving. I couldn't bring myself to cook anything, nothing. Heck, I smoked turkey all year long, but I couldn't cook anything. I know, I know, Jeff. I just saw your message, and you know, just like something like that, Jeff. When you see it, just put them on timeout. I don't want to ban anybody or delete anybody. Just put them on timeout. Usually that'll deter them from doing anything else. So Victor says, okay, this was a weird Thanksgiving. I couldn't bring myself to cook anything. Nothing. Heck, I smoked turkey all year long, but I couldn't cook anything. I'm feeling like a cook this weekend. That's what's up. AQ Daddy says this year 2 customers were not happy because the smoked turkey came out differently than an oven bag rated turkey. First time they had smoked turkey. So I tell you what, man. You know what's crazy is I had a girl, and I've talked about this before. I had a girl call me up, and she's like, you know, the ribs aren't cooked. And now this was not someone that I cooked for Thanksgiving. This was somebody that I delivered food to years ago. And I said, excuse me? And she said, my ribs aren't cooked. They pink. And I said, yes. And she said, well, they underdone. They pink is not done. If it's pink, it's not done. I said, Miss, have you never had barbecue before? And she said, well, I ordered them ribs because they look good, but they not done. I said, Miss, I said, if it was not done, you would see pink from the bone out. I said, those are done. I said, where do you see the pink from? The pink is from the outside in. And she got quiet. Well, I'm going to put them in the oven. I'm going to bake them longer. Go right ahead, ma'am. You're not going to bake out the smoke ring that comes from the ribs being smoked. I'm like, that's a reaction from the heat and the smoke that cooked those ribs. I said, Miss, look at any of the other pictures that I have on my page. I said, you see the smoke, the pink from the outside in. I said, more specifically, I said, look for some brisket pictures. You'll see, you know, like a 1/4 of an inch ring. I said, that's the heat and the smoke penetrating from the outside in, cooking that meat. And she just got quiet and said, well, I'm still going to cook them longer. You go right ahead, man. But I can tell you they're done. So I completely understand it. And, you know, sometimes you have to prepare people. I know there were times, or there are times, when if I'm dealing with someone for the first time, I'm like, hey, just keep in mind, this was smoke. But with that being said, you're going to see some pink on the outside headed into your food. And, you know, most of the time they're cool with that. Mike says smoked our turkey breast with chipotle and garlic and smoked with hickory and made a butter maple brown sugar glaze. Well, damn. Only I'd be leery though about that, Mike, only because you start putting sugar on anything and that's going to be grilled or smoked, and you run the risk of burning it. Daddy Cooks, what's going on? Phil said I did a turkey breast and 2 boneless turkey breasts. I brined them and added some aromatics, and they were gold. I agree. So I brine my turkeys as well. I brine them overnight and also add, you know, some aromatics. And I use like a dried aromatic rub, and I just pour. Now, mind you, I also did 14 turkeys. I brined 14 turkeys this year. So I brined 14 turkeys and a turkey breast. Now, we have not cut into the turkey breast yet. I did smoke that along with the turkeys, but the turkey breast has been chilling in the refrigerator. So I might cut into that tomorrow. But the fried turkey that I did, we've been picking off of that one for a week now. And tomorrow I might make a soup. And if I do a soup, I'll make a video on it. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. Omar says, sup, man? How you doing? Backyard Q says, peace, love, and Q, y'all. Oh, man. We got a newbie. So do yourself a favor. Do Backyard Q a favor. Go check out his channel. He is a fledgling. He's got videos, I think it was 4 or 5 videos up. He's been on YouTube for under a month. It's one of those deals where hey, somebody's new, somebody's trying. Let's go try to help him out. He reached out to me and asked me a couple good questions. And then, so one of the things, and I've told you guys this before, if you are starting out and you're trying to grow your channel, what you can do is comment on other people's videos. When you comment, people are going to see your comment and they're like, well, who the heck is that person? Then they go to your channel. Hey, all right, this guy's just starting out. And then you might get people to watch your videos. You might not get people to watch your videos. Either way, I mean, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to somebody's channel. And I'd ask you to subscribe to Backyard Q. All right, I don't even know his name. He didn't even say his name in the videos. You picking up what I'm putting down? All right, introduce yourself. Oh, all right. While I'm thinking about it, he's still learning. He's still new. We're not going. That's it. So Justin says I made a pot of chili Thursday. Then I smoked my first turkey on Saturday, along with some smoked macaroni and cheese, dressing, and green beans. So, how did you like this smoked macaroni and cheese? How did you like it? Mike says, I hope she learned something. Mm-hmm. I doubt it. Exactly. One customer put the turkey in the oven 400 for 30 minutes and realized she screwed up. Then she sends me a message asking if the pink is caused by smoking poultry. Marcus says, yeah. My experience feeding family free food, they'll wolf down anything. You put it in front of them, save your effort, and keep it simple. Grumpus, you might be right. I only did it for 15-20 minutes. Okay. Didn't do a bird this year again. Family begged for brisket. Who am I to argue? Nice job, B. The other customer was rude. I apologized and gave him his money. Did not want to argue. He sent me pics and the turkey was fully cooked. Didn't want to argue with someone that will not listen. Hey, you know what? I tell you what, man. So, here's another story. I've told you guys before. I had a young lady. She called me up and she says, "Hey," she's like, "Scott, that's my government name." She's like, "I just want to." She's like, I had to tell you." She's like, "We cut into the turkey and it was underdone." And I said, "Oh no!" I'm like, "Where did you cut into it?" She said, "Well, we cut the turkey completely apart, and we, like kind of cut it into portions." And I'm like, "All right, well that makes sense." And I said, "Well, I can tell you that I temped that bird at 165 at the breast." I said, "Is it underdone at the breast?" She says, "No." I said, "Okay." She said, "It's underdone closer to the thighs, like towards the back." And I'm like, "All right." I said, "Well, I'm so sorry." I said, "Can you hold on a second?" I said, "I'm driving. Can you hold on 1 second and then I can keep talking to you about this?" While I put her on hold, I went out to PayPal how she paid me and I refunded her money. And I said, "Well, I started telling her, I said, well, maybe, it was in the smoker." And I'm like, not making excuses. I'm like, it's probably what happened. It just was in a cold spot or a bad spot in the smoker, and it didn't get enough heat or as much heat as it needed, and one piece cooked faster than the other. I said, usually, the heat comes from one side, and I have the legs pointed to where the heat comes from, and, the radiant heat, blah, blah, blah. And she stopped me. She said, "Did you just send me back my money?" "Yes." She said, "Why did you do that?" I said, "You were unhappy." She's like, "Well, it's not that I'm not happy. I was trying to let you know." I said, "Well, okay. Thank you for letting me know, but nonetheless, I'm gonna send you your money back." I said, I give you 100% satisfaction guarantee. I'm not gonna broadcast it. I'm not gonna advertise it. But if you're not happy and you come to me like sane, I'm just gonna give you your money back." And that interaction has garnered me more money because she keeps coming back and she orders, like when her daughter turned like 3, I catered her the party. You know what I mean? So, and she orders, I mean, consistently 2 or 3 times a year, and this was probably 2 or 3 years ago that I did this for her. All right, Phil, I'm glad to hear you got those stickers. I'm trying to catch up here. Uh, Taylor says, "Did you request the turkey back?" "No, man, you just cut your losses. Cut your losses." Huh. Jimmy says, "I was his 16th sub. Well, that's what's up." Willie Brown, I can not guarantee that I will remember that, Willie, but I will try. All right. Uh, I think it was a year for people going spatchcock instead of traditional for turkeys, and any comment on this growing trend. So the Evo guy. So here's my take on that is this: spatchcocking is good if it's for you. I'm not gonna spatchcock a turkey and give it to a customer. It's just not what I'm gonna do. No one who wants to have that presentation of the nice turkey is gonna want a spatchcock turkey, in my opinion. Now I'm just a lonely guy who cooks, food on the internet. I feel so to me now spatchcocking a turkey also obviously is going to help speed up the cook time, but that's going to take up twice as much room in your smoker. So I can cook it in half the time by taking up twice the room. I don't have enough smoker real estate to open up 14 birds and flatten them out, and it wouldn't work for me. But yes, I did see a lot of folks cutting turkeys up and splitting them open. B says it's taking me a bit to get my head right to get back in the game. Video's coming soon as well. That's what's up. Luke Calamatis, how you doing this evening, sir? This greetings dash or greeting dash. Hope all went well. Yeah, it did. And I was just about an hour behind. Pat's Pat, how you doing? This is Pat. Pat says has been trying to copy Rudy's turkey breast. I think I'm close. That Rudy's turkey breast is freaking amazing. I'll tell you, when I go to Rudy's, when I've been to Rudy's, and mind you, it's been some time. It's been almost a year now since I've been to Rudy's. I get brisket and I get some turkey breast. Last time I had it, it was a little dry, but every now and again, that's what happens. Justin says, I love smoked mac and cheese. This is my fourth time making it. Yeah, smoke flavor and intensifies with leftover. You're absolutely right. The smoke that it seeps in. Uh huh. Says yes. Mike says things like you giving back your money and your customer service dash is how word spreads in a good way. You're absolutely right, man. You know what? It doesn't pay to argue with somebody. Like, by the time you argue with somebody and you get yourself all riled up and you get mad at them for being an idiot, frankly, I mean, like the girl who called me up and told me that her ribs weren't done. Yo, you're not getting any sympathy from me. You're just uninformed. You're an idiot. But the woman who called me up and she's like, "Hey, I'm just trying to let you know," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And what was even crazier is I was telling that to a guy I work with who has ordered a turkey from me consistently every single year that I've been doing turkeys. And he was like, "Yo, 1 year again, the turkey was underdone." I was like, "Why didn't you tell me?" He was like, "It didn't matter." He's like, when we cut it up and we cooked it the next time, he said we just left it in the oven a little longer. He was like, "It wasn't no big deal." He's like, "It's not like we weren't going to keep cooking on it." He was like, "Actually, it was good because the pieces that were fine, we ate right away, and the pieces that weren't, again, in the thigh." So this year, I was very particular, and I checked the temperature in the breast and in the thigh, in the thighs of the birds. But nonetheless, he was like, it was good because the pieces that we heated up later weren't overdone because they weren't cooked 3 and 4 times. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Well, I'm like, but you could have told me. Like, you could have let me know. So, hold on 1 second. Let me clean the camera on my phone here. Wipe it off. All right. So Grumpus says, we are so tired of turkey when the big day finally gets here. I did steamed snow crabs, pan-seared scallops, and grilled shrimp. Best non-turkey date ever. Grumpus, so can I get an invite, please? All right, so backyard kill Willie. He says, thank you for any support and criticism. He says, I've only been grilling, barbecuing since March 2020, so I will be improving as I go. That's what's up. Smoking Jay's Barbecue says, good evening, all. How you doing? Lou says, kids got me running wild tonight. No one wants to sleep. I'll be in and out. Nah, no problem. Grumpus says, backyard Q, I'm number 32. Y'all gonna get this man to 100. Can I get to 20,000? I'm at like 19. 19,900. I saw it was 19,900 earlier today. And I'm like, wow. Jeff says, Rudy's sauce is legit. Nothing special. Nothing special, just legit. It's legitness. Y'all remember that meme? He was stating, I hope we don't get sick and all that. We had to turn on turkey. Had to turn in turkey in size. Well, we ever do a SCA comp? So it's just one C, SCA. Um, you know, let COVID calm down, man. I'm not. I mean, I know there's folks out there doing things, but uh, you know, I'm at risk, so I'm trying to take it easy. But I will eventually. Don't argue with stupid. In the end, there's nothing but a headache. Agreed. Oh, but they devoured the turkey. Of course, man. Those are the type of people that go to a restaurant and then have a problem with the food, and when you ask them what was wrong with it, they can't even show you because it's gone, and they want a full refund. Screw them people. Ah, yeah. Hey Phil, I'm gonna need you to somebody who has a decent eye. I told him so. I looked at the first video, and the first video was oh, what was the first video? Oh, it was him trimming the ribs. Then he cooked the St. Louis. Then he showed about the taking the silver skin off and things like that. Then he did a rib tip. I actually like the rib tip video because I don't trim ribs. I don't trim spares, full spares into St. Louis. So that trick about counting to the sixth bone, I learned something. And usually I'm either cooking St. Louis ribs or I'm cooking whole spares. I don't take a whole spare and trim it down and cut the tips and that. Nah, man, I don't live in the Midwest. I live in Baltimore, and rib tips around here, that's just not what they do. So it's not something I do. Victor says Grumpus love the surf and surf. This is nice. Should I hit subscribe again? Grumpus, yeah, you can hit subscribe again. Just make sure you turn the notification bell on and make sure it's set to all. Bro, I hated customers like that. I got stories. Yeah, B, I'm sure you do. And you know what it really is? Just folks trying to get over. And it's like, listen, I'm not for it. Actually, what's crazy is one of the questions I have for the ask. So before I even forget, today is the 2nd of December. I have enough questions and groups of questions to push me out to the 21st of December. I have 21 separate ideas or videos that I can film, and I'm looking at the list. And Willie, I have you down. You're at number like 19. So I can kind of tell you. I've been commenting to folks like, hey, there's a couple questions ahead of you. You're gonna have to wait a little bit. So let's see who else is here. Mike, I have you down for it looks like the 16th. Willie, the 19th. And I think that's it for folks who are in the chat here. I cook whole spares as well, but I'm from Chicago. Rib tips are a thing there. Yeah, I know, man. Like I said, I'm not from the Midwest. I don't live in the Midwest. I I don't know nothing about that. Well, y'all gonna devour those 4 or 5 videos. So now, Willie, you got to step up, man. You got to do something. Introduce yourself. You don't even have to do a cooking video. How about you introduce yourself, thank the folks for subscribing, and that's it. And tell them to be patient with you, and that you're learning, and whatever else the case may be. But you have to introduce yourself, man. You gotta tell us who you are, show us who you are, and talk to us. All right. AQ Dash says, do you know how to make sausage from scratch? A vid would be great. So my wife and I have been looking. She bought the sausage making stuff for her KitchenAid. I bought her a KitchenAid long time ago. She bought the sausage attachment, and we just haven't done it yet. It's just one of those things where time and opportunity. But I have been conserving some of the fat from briskets for a while, and actually, so I started to drink the drink, but I didn't drink the energy drink. So I've been pretty good about getting the energy drink, for these live streams to help. But I actually got a decent night's sleep last night. I thought it was 30 questions from each of us. Now, man. Oh, wait a minute. So, Justin, I didn't make mention of yours because you got yours in fast enough for me to be able to. Hold on, let me see. What number are you? You are. I think is. No, you're episode 12. Almost 20 questions from a Patreon supporter. I mean, there was nothing wrong with it at all, dude. I had fun, but you got like almost a half an hour video of me answering these questions. Uncle Bull says, love rib tips. Of course, I'm from Central Illinois. Uh, I'll have that out tomorrow. Hey, look, Willie, do not rush, and don't feel pressured. Okay, I wasn't saying that you have. That's what you have to do. I was saying that to just give you an idea of something to film. Okay, that can be your channel trailer. That can be your introduction to folks. Just again, that's just a suggestion. That's not like you better do this or you're not going to succeed. No, none of that. None of that. No pressure. No pressure. Grumpy says I trim my own St. Louis ribs and save the tips for myself. Okay. I put my question on Patreon. Oh yes, Jeff, yours are. Jeff, where is Jeff? Oh, you know why? Because the window I had wasn't open and to the top. So KB, I saw you in here. I have him down as number 14. Jeff, you are number 13. So there you go. Some of you guys who are watching, I am filming and collectively, going to be answering your questions. So what's crazy is I've been kind of, if I get a question and it kind of segues into another question, I've been kind of stacking those questions up. So 13 through 21 are going to be almost all of them are at least 2 questions. So that's awesome that, this is picked up and you guys are just killing it right now. Pat, she, Pat, she, he, I don't know. I answered a question from a Patty. Not sure, Pat. I don't know. I think I'm projecting. Anyway, just happened to do a rib tip 2 weeks ago. Check it out. Tell me what you think. All right. Backyard Q. What's your channel? It's that. It's Backyard Q. Marcus. Justin, you did ask some good questions, man. But some of them were funny. Confit with brisket fat, yeah, buddy. I would do half and half in a restaurant. So separate. Customers like those tips. It was a moneymaker. Personally, the rib tips are more tender when cooked correctly. Yeah. Jamie says she grew up in Northern Illinois. Rib tips are the best part of the rib. Whatever. So what's the new channel name? I'll check them out. It's Backyard Q. So Backyard Q. Actually, let's see if I can. Let's see if I can hook you up. Ooh. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man, that question, Jeff, I was like, the hell? But I answered it since he asked. I kind of lumped it in together. But hold on, let's see. K-R-Q.
1 minute. 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 1 minute.
Backyard cute. Oh, look at that. We got 36 subscribers right now. We are going to copy that and we're going to post the link. All right, so there's a link to Backyard Q's channel. So if you could check him out and subscribe, let's all rally behind my man Willie. All right, Pat. Okay, sorry. And this, again, not that Pat is a common name, but it was one of those things where I'm like, wait a minute. All right, Grumpus is Wednesday. I'm drinking from a smaller glass lately. Getting my cardio running for a new ice. All right, winning. Yep. Eric says, "Did find out you turn off the flame when dropping the turkey in the fryer. For what, man? You just dropping it slowly because the oil is still hot. So Victor says, I see it now. No, I cut it off before the fire. Captain Newbie says, hello, sir. I think Captain Newbie asked me a good question. Let's see. Was that one of them? I think he did, and I answered. Maybe I answered his question, but I don't know. I'm there's been a lot of comments, a lot of So what's crazy is I kind of do this whole ask dash thing to kind of be able to take some. I guess it's less cooking, but it is actually a lot more work, to be completely honest. With the fact, excuse me, with the fact that I'm posting a video every day, I'm having to reply to comments every day. And I'm gonna say I'm not used to it, but I am definitely, I'm like it, and we're only 2 days into December, but 3 days into videos, and boy, oh boy. All right, Ken says I only have Instagram. You can post videos on Instagram too. I seen people smoking turkey inside an oven bag in a smoker. What? Eric says the bird was too big for the pot. Yep. So when I bought my last turkey fryer, it specifically said do not cook a bird bigger than 15 pounds. So if you have a 18-pound turkey, that's when you have to do that whole water dispersion, thing, so that you put your turkey into the pot, fill it with water, and then take the bird out, and you see where the water line is when it's empty, when it's no turkey, so that you don't put too much oil into. I've had to do that, man. It's just, but nowadays I just know, hey, look, the do not fill past line is good if you don't have too big of a bird. I'm gonna step up my question game. Well, you got 9 days, or 9 chances. 22 pounds. Well, hell, no wonder. Justin, I did not check out his marathon. Excuse me, his live stream. I'm honest. I don't watch live streams for the most part. I don't watch live streams back, and I was busy when I saw the notification, but I had something else going on, and I can't remember. I think it was Saturday. Was it Friday night or Saturday night? But I had something else going on. I think it was, honestly, family time. Eric says, yep, did the water thing. Okay. Smoker J says, how does one avoid losing all the seasoning on turkey when you wrap? When I wrap, I added butter. I would get a big bald spot. I don't wrap turkeys. So what I end up doing is I'll put foil over top of the turkey in order to prevent it from browning or like getting any darker because this smoke. But I don't wrap turkeys. I kind of let them hang out, and none of the turkeys actually this year. Man, I'm not even gonna tell you how high I got my smoker in order for me to finish the turkeys that I had to finish in a timely fashion, and I still was an hour late. But I started my turkeys at about 250, 275 degrees. I finished my turkeys. They were cruising. I had Bessie cruising at 350 degrees. Okay. Adam, how you doing this evening? Uh that's what's up. You can't deep fry a kraken. No, man, that's too big of a turkey. 20 some odd pounds. Woo. There we go. So Patty, all right. So I'm sorry, Patty is here. So yeah. All right. Well, no problem, Patty. I will. You're going to get your answer. So unless you don't want, well, no, I'm about to say unless you don't want it. No, I've already filmed your answer, and it's coming. Actually, when is yours dropping? See, again, with the fact that I'm trying to be proactive. Let's see, uploads already uploaded. Uh, oh, gravity fed. You are tomorrow, Patty. So if you stick around late enough tonight, long enough tonight, you will see your video tomorrow or tonight rather. Why is that bird throwing up on your hat? It's not throwing up, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Shoot, this is a majestic eagle here. This is America, America. Willie said, excuse me, he did the 18 pound prime brisket for Thanksgiving. Video coming soon. All right, that's what's up. Simple. Don't wrap turkey. There's no need. Yes, Victor. Man, totally agree. Now, if you're doing a turkey breast, possibly, but the whole turkey, no. Again, I will tent the turkey. I will just cover it up. And I'm not wrapping it, like taking it off and wrapping it, especially not in like butcher paper or even aluminum foil. And y'all know I wrap stuff in foil. Um, I'm just going to cover it so that it doesn't brown anymore. Like if you were making a macaroni and cheese, you would cover it so that the cheese doesn't burn and brown. And then when you want the cheese to brown, that's when you uncover it. The exact opposite for a turkey. Once you get enough color on that turkey, hey, I don't want it to be, I don't want it to be tanned anymore. The foil going on top of it kind of helps and acts like a sunscreen, if you will. Kirk says, "Hey, yo, what's happening? What's a happening? How you doing this evening, sir?" Kirk, I wanna point out, and I want to thank Kirk for being such a good sport. He knows that the little bit of F and a little bit of U that joke is never gonna get old. Never gonna get old. Kirk, you keep asking me what's in my lamb. One of these days, I'm just gonna tell you. Uh, Grumpus says, I'm trying to say it, just not sure how. Oh, what did I miss? I'm trying to go back and see. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, Patricia, no problem. But you got your question in early, so I was able to answer it pretty early. Eric says, I got a package of the butcher paper the other day. What should my first thing smoke with? Maybe some ribs. How about that? Something simple. Some ribs. Like, I mean, to me, I wrap things. I'll wrap ribs. I'll wrap brisket. I'll wrap pork shoulder. I don't. There's certain things I don't even. You don't have to wrap beef ribs, but wrapping beef ribs it really does help. I mean, wrapping almost anything helps, with the exception of like chicken. You just in order to help get that chicken skin better, you gotta bump up the heat. Yeah, Smoking Jay, thumbs up. I appreciate that. George says, "Hey yo, I can't stay. Wanted to drop in and say what's up. Thank you very much." So George is my man who I went to his house and I gave him the Uncle Steve seasonings and he tried it and he blessed me with the Basturma. So if you guys haven't seen the video about the Basturma, every time George comes in and comments, I comment or I talk about the Basturma. Actually, I sent him a message yesterday. I had Basturma on a salad. My wife actually, I cut some Basturma up for her and she put it on a salad and it was just like having bacon bits on a salad. It was It was so good. Spinach and turkey and basturma, some croutons, some cut up peppers, and spinach. If I didn't mention the spinach, it was great. It was good eating. Back now. Wife called. All right, Mike. No worries. Yeah, I just say FC or FCB. Mm. It's a football team or a soccer team. Soccer. Pork ribs is safe and forgiving. Yep. Goodness sake, we have barbecue in common because your turkey and Eagles don't play well with your Cowboys. Nope, nope, nope. We'll tent the breast and maybe I'll wrap the drum. So to me, again, I'll say if you're cooking it right. Now, one of the things that I am like, fold your wings underneath the turkey. I absolutely despise when I see a turkey and the wings are just hanging out and they look like this and they're like burnt up to a crisp. Man, fold them wings back, tuck them underneath that breast. They won't burn. The legs, the turkey leg. I mean, if you absolutely have to, but if you're doing it right, they're gonna be okay. Uh, Grandpa says the FU was priceless. Hey, Mr. Richard. Mr. Richard. Mr. Richard is one of the gentlemen who ordered from me on Thanksgiving, and such a pleasure to see Mr. Richard. And I would love, Mr. Richard, if you could comment and hopefully everything was okay. Was everything all right that you ordered? Captain Newbie says I didn't Brian because you grew up on the streets of Philly, which I did though. No, man. So Captain Newbie, I learned a while ago that brining a turkey helps to keep it moist. And I'll tell you, I brined the turkey that I fried for us, and it was fun. Even though my oil, the thermometer that I use on my turkey fryer is off. It's not calibrated. I need to calibrate that daggone thermometer. It was off. Okay. That being said, I fried the bejesus out of my turkey, and it was crisp, crisp like Sprite, crisp. Or no, it was a brisk. But anyway, it was crisp. It was still so tender, so juicy, which is crazy, but it was crisp. But yeah, that's the difference between um cooking the time versus cooking the temperature. If I cooked it to time, then I would have definitely overcooked that turkey. Definitely I would have overcooked it. Mike says do the video at your pace. I'm new also to doing. Yeah, Mike, I agree. So Mike is probably talking to Willie. He says do the videos at your pace. Agree. Kirk says he got a good laugh out of it. That was exactly what I was going for, man. Like for real. Some people I know I can joke with, and like I be there. There are times when I just be like, Kirk, I need you to read between the lines, okay? And there are other folks where I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna be. I don't want to come off as a jerk, but I'm not telling you that information, and I try to be tactful about it. With you though, yeah, a little bit of F and a little bit of U. Mm-hmm. You know what's funny? I'm not even gonna ruin it, but taste tester number 3 was ear hustling when I was filming those videos because I filmed all of those. I filmed the first 10, 12 videos on Monday night. So I filmed a lot of them on Monday night with the initial ask dash, hey, here's your chance, ask me some questions. And she was ear hustling. So she's like, well, I wanted to ask you some questions. So she's like, what is a little bit of F? And I'm like, what are you? Oh. So I'm not going to ruin it. But I need you to stay tuned. Uh, oh, that's what's up. Backyard Q is up another 12 subscribers. So if you haven't and don't know, we got somebody new in the YouTube arena. We're going to check out his channel and we're going to just be supportive. How about that? Victor says, if I remember correctly, Franklin does only breasts. Probably. because, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he does like a bone-in breast or if he does like a processed breast. You must fold the wings. Yes, indeed. Barbecueology 101. Captain Newbie is laughing. Yeah, bringing brining will change your life and your bird. Well worth it. Agreed. Yeah, Eric, it was crisp. Crisp. It was. If I buy a turkey from you next Thanksgiving, will you drive it out here to California? KB, hell no. It's nothing personal, but no, I will not. Share that Brine Recipe, LOL. I know, I know. Uncle Bull. So here we go. I will tell you what the Brine Recipe is. You ready? It's a cup and a half of kosher salt, coarse kosher salt, a cup and a half of white sugar, granulated sugar, 2 gallons of water per bird. And then I also take a little bit of seasoning, some kind of just some aromatic seasoning. This one had a little bit of rosemary in it, some garlic, some other stuff, but those are like the two prevalent things in it. And I put about a handful per bird when I'm doing like a single bird or two. When I did the whole 14 birds, I just the last uh, gallon of water, I took the aromatics and I dumped them in the water and heated it up to help, to help bloom the aromatics to help get that, some of that out of there. And I dumped in the whole bottle because I mean, like I said, I knew what I was doing. I don't, I used to do the whole, oh, for every turkey I'm putting in a, like a little. Nah, I just whole bottle, boom, call it a day. Share that Brine Recipe, Uncle Bull again. So all right, so here we go. Y'all ready for this? It's a cup and a half of coarse kosher salt. The Morton's, all right. A cup and a half of granulated sugar. 2 gallons of water per turkey. That's it. So I could show you when I do my big old batches, I do them in like as I'm warming up because what I'll do is I'll put like uh, a box, almost a box of salt. A box works out to be I think it's 4.5, almost 5 cups or 6 cups. I don't know. I have it written down what it is, but I put basically a box between 2 gallons of water and of salt. Sorry, and I will dissolve that, warm it up to help dissolve it, and then I'll do all of my salt. And I keep track of how many gallons of water I use, how many boxes of salt I use, and I get that in the trash can. I told you I brine my turkeys in the trash can. It's lined, but I have a whole clean trash can. Never seen trash before. Only sees turkeys, and it sees turkeys exactly twice a year, on Thanksgiving and Christmas, most likely. For Christmas, if my turkey orders aren't big enough, I'll brine them in a cooler. But that's how I do my turkeys. And for every turkey I brine, I put 2 gallons of water in that trash can, and that same 1.5 cup of sugar, 1.5 cup of salt for every turkey. And then, like I said, I did enough of them where I just dumped a whole bottle of aromatics in it. So Uncle Bull, there you go. I don't mind sharing that with you. Yeah. Kirk says, sure, Billy strikes again. I use Prague salt #1 cure the turkey. Wow, it was great. Have you ever cured a turkey? No, Steve, I have not. That is interesting. I do have another turkey out in the freezer in the garage. Maybe that's something to look into. Like, how did you cure it though? Like, I mean, yeah, go on. Backyard Q is, that's his own channel. His guy's name is Willie. He reached out to me, asked me a couple questions, and when I went, I looked back. So folks reach out and they ask me questions. I'm going to go back on their channels and see, hey, does this person have content? Is it, what's going on? And one of the reasons why I went back to his channel is because in his question he said, hey, I'm new to YouTube. I've only been putting videos on YouTube for a few weeks, and I'm like, okay, you got me intrigued. You boom, you piqued my interest. All right, so I went out and looked at his channel, and I was like, okay, you know what? For somebody who's just starting out, this is not bad. This is a jump off point. So I offered him a little bit of advice, a little bit of criticism earlier today or earlier on the live, and I said, you know what? Can we all go out and check out his channel? And we are not going to come down too harshly on him because he's just started. But at the same time, we're not going to let him not be great. All right, we're going to expect good things and big things. So, but in time, we're not going to rush him. Eric says, I inject my turkeys with a recipe my uncle that passed a few weeks ago. Sorry to hear that, sir. He was hardcore Cajun. He usually fried 200 to 500 turkeys a year. Jeez. Wow. Where do you put the 14 birds soaking in the brine? Patricia, maybe you in a trash can. I have a 65-gallon trash can that I brine my turkeys in. Brine does help. All 6 people who bought turkeys from me were extremely satisfied, saying their turkeys were the best they've had. That's what's up. The meal was great. All right, Mr. Richard, that's what's up. Thank you, sir, so very much. So Mr. Richard ordered 5 pounds of brisket, 5 pounds of pulled pork, and 2 racks of baby back ribs. I'm trying to think, was there anything else he got? Nope, that was it. And when he orders enough to put some away. So he orders like and squirrels it away. So I'm yeah. Hey KB, look, we're not talking about, it doesn't it was brined in the trash can just because that's the biggest vessel that I could find. I mean, that's ingenious if you ask me, darn it. As Richard said, the meal was great. All right. Jay says color sucked, as I mentioned, having spots, but even our turkey was great. 165, 180, 185. So the 180, 185 was a little high for me on the dark meat. I mean, 160, 175 was probably max I would want to go on the dark meat. But I mean, whatever. Mr. Homeowner, how you doing? Somebody asked about you earlier today. I didn't get a chance to. It was Justin actually from. Come on, Justin. Oh, from Papa Bear's Kitchen was talking about you. He asked if I got a chance to check out your live stream for Josh and Babe. Unfortunately, family time. It was the time when you were doing a live stream, so I missed out. I missed it. Excuse me. So. But thank you so very much for doing a solid for somebody in the cooking community. Like, definitely. And let's see. I'm just going to leave it at that. Victor says, here's a smaller brine, 1 gallon of water, 1 cup of regular table salt, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar. Use cold water. It will dissolve. It's all right. If it's not all dissolved, enjoy. Uh, Captain News says only 988 more subs to get monetized. Look, man. I tell you what. Unfortunately, YouTube has set the bar rather high for monetization, but it's for a good reason. Unfortunately, there was a lot of folks that were, doing some shady stuff, and YouTube kind of had to say, all right, we got to figure this out. Oh my gosh, Justin, darn it. Uncle Bull says everyone loves the brine except the wife. She's just not into the aromatics. She was raised on just plain turkey in a roasting pan and not much seasoning. All right, so Uncle Bull, guess what? She gonna have to get over that because ain't no way. There's no. I mean, like, come on. Like, why would you not want a decent flavor? I'm getting hot, so I'm taking off my hat. Like, I'm getting heated. The crown is working. I'm getting warm. Why would you not want flavor in your food, man? Justin says, I watched one of your past Ask Dash videos. He says, what became of the book you were writing? Yeah, I'm like crap. I haven't even thought about that in a long time. Justin, thanks. Do you have a walk-in? A walk? No, no, I don't have a walk-in. Producer said I brine 10, but had to take them to my friend's convenience store to use his walk-in cooler for 24 hours. He wasn't happy with me. So here's the thing, Patty. One of the good things is um, around Thanksgiving is typically cooler outside or cooler enough, okay? And two, in order for bacteria or things like that to form at a or over a certain temperature, you need or in a brine that won't happen. Um, I've seen and watched a bunch of videos, a bunch of stuff about it, and brining at room temperature is okay. It's not for everybody because some people are freaked out about it naturally, but it's one of those things where you brine it at a slightly warmer temperature. Now, mind you, this is not like boiling water that we're brining our turkeys in, or I'm brining my turkeys in. It is just overnight, and I am also adding ice to the brine in the end to help bring that temperature down. And that's how I've been brining my turkeys at room temperature as long as I've been doing brine turkeys. But there are times when I will take that trash can and pull it outside, and I'll put something on top of it just so nothing gets in there. But there's nothing that's going to get in there because they can't smell the brine. They can't smell the turkeys or nothing. Can, like no animals that would, I got raccoons and foxes that are in my area. Yes, I live in Baltimore City, and yes, those things are around. I've seen a possum as well. Anyway, so if it's inconvenient, I'll pull the trash can outside and I'll let them sit outside. I just don't want that. Like the turkey I brined for us, I brined it actually on the side of my house outside. It was in a bucket that had a lid on, closed it up, boom, and it brined out there for a day. How long do you leave the birds in the brine? How do you keep it all cold? You don't have to worry about keeping it cold. It just everything has to be submerged. There's no bacteria or anything like that because of the fact that there's such a saline solution. I can't remember if it was Alton Brown or if it was Adam Ragusa. One of those two guys was like, brining a turkey at room temperature is fine. Or brining at room temperature is fine. Eric says, you are good luck. My eBay just went cha-ching. All right, well, what did you sell? Captain Newby says, I put a smoked turkey on my neighbor's steps. I rang the bell, and when he opened the door, I ran. Austin says, thoughts on Cosmo seasonings. To me, Cosmo seasonings are a little too sweet. There's too much sugar in them. Austin, but that could just be me because of the fact that I am a diabetic and I'm mindful of my sugar intake. Also, some of Cosmo's seasonings, I'm gonna say burn, but because of the fact that there's a lot of sugar in them, they will burn easier. Uh, Grumpus, or excuse me, Victor says Grumpus overnight is all you need to brine, but 24 hours are fine. And that's pretty much what I did. I put my turkeys in a brine probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Well, actually, it was a little earlier this year. I was ahead of schedule. I think I put the turkeys in the brine. It was before 9 o'clock, and then I pulled them out at I don't know 10:30, 11 o'clock the next day. So I brine mine for 24 hours. But I brine them for as little as, I might have started the brine at midnight and got them out of the brine. Usually I'm brining for 16 to 18 hours. How about that? But this year we went about 24. Been trying to educate her. Has been experienced 35 years. Yep. I am. It is a little cooler. No problem. Patricia, it is a little cooler. So, and when I say cooler, I mean I'm dealing with overnight during Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving. It got in the low, like high 30s, low 40s, but during the day, it can get, I mean, 50. Uh, but yeah, I'm not in Florida and where it's 80, 90 degrees. Now I would not leave a turkey sitting out in 80, 90-degree warm weather. It would, but my situation is a little different. And inside my house we keep the temperature in the house rather cool. We like right now I'm sitting in the house. I got on a thermal undershirt, a t-shirt, an undershirt. So we don't, and I'm sitting in. I mean, they're like they're sweatpants, but they're not like sweatpants. They're athletic pants, something like that. So we I'd much rather put on more clothes than pay a higher heat bill. How about that? Um, Steve says 1 tablespoon, prog number one, a gallon of water, brown sugar, white sugar, pickling spice, bay leaves, agave, soak for 3 days. Rinse, rub, and smoke. Wow. Hmm. Let's see. Can I take a screenshot of that? No. Oh crap! I did it, but it moved the. Let's try this again. No. There's my mustache. Sorry. All right. I'm gonna have to. Steve, can you comment on a video that? It doesn't matter what video. I'll get it. B says YouTube is screwing the small guys on my position now with the terms of service. I've been moving my channel over to Rumble. They're awesome. I wish I could. I kind of I got on YouTube during the heyday, and I had a video go viral-ish, and it's not barbecue related. But once I got a video where I had enough views on the video, I was able to monetize. And then once I got monetized, they don't take it away. Yeah, Captain Newbie says exactly. Brine is saline solution, not dangerous. What is Rumble? You couldn't do that in Florida. Well, Patricia, you're probably right. If the birds are 13 pounds or less, they will fit in a 2-gallon Ziploc bag. Then you can put it in the cooler, add ice, and it won't dilute the brine. Nice. Maryland is not the north, it is the south, below the Mason and Dixon line. You're absolutely right. But I'm further north, is what she was saying. I use a large deep pot, added the brine, stored them in an ice box, and covered them with heavy blankets. Okay. Dash cam for a tractor trailer. Oh, all right. That's what's up. Smoker Jason's Alton Brown is the man. Patricia says Cosmo is too expensive. No comment. I will. Last year I used for a turkey brine. It was good. Year before that, I used simple salt, sugar, apple, grapefruit, oranges, and aromatics. I think the fruit with again. I just think fruit in brine is just too much, man. I saw people doing like oranges and grapefruit and apples and pears. Man, you don't. It's not a sangria. It's a freaking brine. All right. If anything, all you're doing is trying to get some salt inside of your bird by the process of osmosis. Like, folks be doing too much. Yeah, just speaking of doing too much, I zoomed in on my face there again. Justin says under 45 you're good. Exactly. I agree. And I mean, most of the time in your refrigerator you're in like the low 40s, so perfect. Eric says 63 in my house all year round. Damn. I mean, just think of that bill in the summer. Well, then again, Eric, where do you live? Maybe you live in, or Eric Flowers, let me be more specific. I know how sometimes it can be a gang of Erics in here. Steve R says, I rub the turkey with Heaven Made products. It's incredible. I do have some it's incredible. I use it sparingly because one of you guys sent it to me, and it is pretty good. This is post on your latest video. Thank you very much, Steven. Steve, I appreciate it. GW Landing says, "Yo, what's up? How you doing?" I can see it right now. That's what the turkey isn't singing. Am I the turkey? I'm in the turkey money. Occasionally fried this year, but I cheated with an electric turkey fryer. Eric Lawson. What? I got 6 more videos to load, then we'll make it active. All right. You know, awesome view of your nose there, Dash. Hold on. Oh yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Eric says I've done my turkey like scary movie 2 before. Tennessee, summertime. My bills about 250 at the most. Oh, okay. Tennessee. You must be from Tennessee. You the only 10 I see. Patricia just found a new chicken season this week. Old Thompson Nashville hot chicken for you guys that like stuff heat. Y'all will love this stuff, or that like the heat. Y'all will love this stuff. All right. Oh, darn it. Now that wasn't intentional. Sorry. I like the sound of some of these brines. Just add vodka and throw away the bird. Y'all see that huge booger? Hold on, Kirk. Let me get back up. All right. Can you see it now? Victor says, keep brine simple. Keep barbecue simple, man. Man, forget the brine. Just stop. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. That's what's wrong with y'all nowadays. Y'all just doing too much. Barbecue is meant to be simple. All those people, all those, hundreds of thousands of people who came before us and did barbecue that didn't have any additional resources other than to do and cook barbecue in the most basic sense of the word. They didn't do it wrong. Why are y'all throwing, turning your noses up at what they did? Just keep it simple. Stupid. Keep it simple. That's philosophy. I live by that. I barbecue by that. Keep it simple. Patricia says, "Someone take that crown away from Dash." Trust me, no. I ain't even finished the bottle, Patty. There are lots of times when I when I have multiple bottles of this, I will drink an entire bottle in an evening and be like, "What?" Oh, Kurt, the what's the name thing is sitting right here. I haven't, obviously I haven't done shots with it. Maybe later. I have a single beer in the refrigerator. I mean, it's alcohol. It'll clean it out, right? I don't need to clean it. Eric says, "Keep it simple, stupid." KISS. That I agree. That's one of my mantras. I won't say models. That's one of my mantras. Zach says, "Hey yo, how you doing this evening?" FCB says, "I eschew brining in favor of a butter-based injection." So I'm not scared, Kurt. Don't you dare. You will never. You ever hear the saying, "You can't con a con man"? Okay, you cannot peer pressure me into doing it. All right. If I'm gonna take a damn, beer bong, I'm gonna take a damn beer bong. You, sir, are not going to pressure me into doing it. So let's see. FCB says, "I eschew." I love that. Brining in favor of a butter-based injection. So I don't do injections. I'm not a fan. I I want to be able to cut into that turkey. Like I even get upset when I cut into a turkey or brisket or ribs and I can see where I put the thermometer. So um if I put an injection, it's gonna be a pocket of. I mean, of course, it's gonna be flavor. I know, but just not my thing. Terry, Terry, how you doing? Terry from Madwood Barbecues checking in. Sean R. Hold up. What did y'all just all come from somewhere? Yeah, Marcus, I only have one beer in my refrigerator. So I won't say funny story, but true story. So that Costco I've told you about that I go and get liquor from, I discovered they have beer there too. I was so like laser focused that I would go in there and get liquor and then turn around and go back to work. But I discovered they had beer the last time I went in there. And what's crazy is not only do they have beer, but they have Miller Lite packs, 36 case packs. What? So, not the regular 30 pack or 30 suitcase. It was a 36. All right. So I had a friend of mine come over to my house this past weekend. He helped me out with rewiring some circuits in the house. I had a couple circuits that kept tripping, kept blowing. Freaking toaster oven was on the same circuit as a heater, and it kept blowing the circuit, and we just couldn't have that. So he helped me out. He separated a bunch of circuits, put some stuff on some separate breakers and stuff like that. And his payment, he's like, you can't pay me, right? I'm like, yeah, I know I can't pay you. So I gave him my beer. I bought the beer that I bought for the past week or for this week. I gave to my man. So he walked away with my 36 pack of beer, and I just haven't gone and gotten any more. So maybe this Friday I'll go back down there and I'll get some. Anyway, yeah. No, Zach, I have not tried the mayonnaise mashed potatoes. I haven't had any mashed potatoes. We did yams or sweet potatoes for Thanksgiving. That was about it. There's a smile. There's a smile on the Instagram PM. Uh-oh. Everybody who wants to see Dash take a beer bong, type 1. Oh, come on now. Patty, you joining in with him? Come on, the Pilgrims would have loved Uncle Steve's. Yeah, you're right. Patty and Kirk, y'all on a lonely island. Terry, that's what's up. He said he just got home. Marcus, I just did an injection for my first time in Turkey. He said never again. Go on, please. Tell us more about it. Kevin, holy cow, man. Oh, so your taste testers did not snatch up your stock of booze. No. I don't. My kids will probably, one or two of them will probably be drinkers, but they won't be. You know how you have that I won't say Puritan, because I don't want to offend anybody, but that kid that never had any sort of alcohol. I don't have a problem giving my kids alcohol at all. In the tasting it, I'm not going to give you a. I mean, I'm not going to give them a beer, all right, but I don't want it to be this mystical thing that there's so much, brouhaha about that they go and they're going to drink behind my back, or they go and they're going to be allured by. No. I'm gonna take out the. I'm gonna demystify it so that when they get to the point where they can drink or will be drinking, that they act normal. All right. Victor says I inject the butter and white wine sauce. Do not use red wine unless it's Halloween and you intend to gross people out. It will look like blood. All right. What injection did you use? Yeah, that's a good one. Captain B says that's fun. Newbie says that's funny. I meant to say didn't inject because you grew up in the streets of Philly. Yes. So you have heard me say that. Yes. I knew a few fiends. All right, let's just say that. Zach says one. Marcus says one. Eric says one. Y'all are funny. You just showed your nose. Yeah, I want to see you do a beer bong. All right. Mark Bada. Creole butter injection turned out great. I have a new work schedule and have to go to bed. All right. Well, Victor, thank you, sir, so very much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Johnny asked a good question, and let me see. What day is Johnny's question? Day 17. So you're on the 17th, Johnny. Your question will get answered or replied to. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Drone Life. Patrick, how you doing this evening? Victor, definitely take great care, sir. Get some rest. That's what happened to me. Got stupid in college. Yeah. I use Tony. All right, Tony Satcheries. I will Brian the Jack for Christmas. 39 watching. 39 thumbs up. Can we get that up? Oh, Marcus, you are funny. I was just a single mom, and when my son turned 16, we got done moving the farm. I sat down and handed my son a beer. He was gonna have his first beer with me. That's that. That's so awesome. I mean, like really, that's awesome. Same thing. So I want to demystify beer. I want to demystify guns. I've been trying to decide when my taste tester number one. I actually took him shooting over the summer, and I don't think he knew. I mean, I'm no gun nut by any means, but I have a decent amount. I have a decent collection. Okay, I have a decent collection, and I don't think he knew. Like I don't. I think he knew I had a gun or two, but I don't think he knew the extent of my collection, and the collection has grown since we've gone to the range, and oh man, yeah, I just been kind of biding my time trying to figure out when I was going to take taste lesson number two to the range. Freaking the cost of ammunition right now is just ridiculous. With the exception of 22, you can still find 22 at Walmart. So for 5 to 7 cents a round, I'm okay with that. And I won't say a decent amount, but I have a few 22s. So yeah. Uh, Doing good. That's what's up, Patrick. I'm slow cooking mode here already. Is on over 22. Not fun running in and out. Yes, indeed, Kevin. I know all about that. Jack says I injected with tar and nicotine. Jack, how you doing this evening, Betty? Hopefully, Jack did well. Jack did enough for you for Thanksgiving. Hey, Jen, how you doing? Thanks for putting up with him and bringing him out and linking up with me. And I'm glad that we didn't take too long, and you were able to get back to doing what you had to do on that Sunday morning when we linked up. So yeah. But Jen, thank you so very much. Captain Newbie says, "Love that, Patricia." Yes, indeed. I think that's awesome. Jamie says our kid just turned 21 and she's made sure she came home next time with a 6-pack for her dad. She's finally useful. Jamie, that is so awesome. You know what? I can't wait to be like, yo, go grab me some beer. Marcus said $1.50 each for 9mm. No. All right. I was able to snag some 2A warehouse. Is where I snagged some about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was able to get 100 boxes of 100. The 9 was $60. I got 3 boxes. And I was able to pick up some 40 cal as well. And that one was 63 per box of 100. So still 60 cents and 63 cents. It's a far cry from what it was earlier this year. I got a box of 309 for $40. So there is your comparison. Y'all do the math. But one of the things that's great, again, 22. I've just been stacking 22 because it's cheap, and when you go to the range, you can go through 100 rounds. Like I went through 100 rounds this afternoon, and this afternoon in about an hour, and that was $10, like 15 at the absolute most. Yeah. Nice. Me and my buddy shot up all his phone arrows a few months back. Yo, Eric, goodness gracious. So when I took taste tester number one to the range, and I got to be careful what I'm saying here because I know this video is probably going to get demonetized now. We shot 50-45, we shot 309, and we did probably close to, I want to say almost 1,000 of 22. And what it was I had a friend who had a 1022, and he had a 25 round mag, and it was like fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up, fill it up. It took a minute or 2 minutes, 3 minutes to fill it up, and like 30 seconds to drain it. And it was like we just kept going, doing that one back to back to back to back to back to back. So anyway, Marcus is a 6-pack of Busch Light, tall boys. That's what's up. Running for my beers at 2, at 4. She's coming up, waiting on my VR80 to be delivered. I don't know what that is. All right. Yeah, Captain Newbie. I know. So, Mike, you know what's funny? I have not painted the hinges yet, but I do have the paint. I haven't been out in the garage long enough to paint the hinges. I mean, I moved the smoker off to the side to cook the turkeys, but yeah. Kevin says, curious, what does the ceiling in your cooker garage look like? Looking with all that wood smoke residue. All right, so what's crazy, Kevin, is I actually just got a new roof on my garage this year, but um, it was blackened. It was definitely, you could see the smoke in it. Uh, how's your welding job holding up? It's fine. The doors are working just fine. I really want to. I think the hinges are not perfect. They're not 100. I think they're off. Like they're pitched one way or the other. So, but yeah, they are definitely. But it's holding up. Marcus says oil the hinges. You don't oil hinges. You grease the hinges. So Adam, talking about the pew pew sticks will get you demonetized quick, fast, and in a hurry. And I've been talking a bunch about it. So yeah, you use the G word and the pew pew stick, and that's it. Adam says, dude, you are a welder. Hinges gotta open the door and shut it. That's all. You're right. FCB says, what kind of roof did you have installed? Shingles or roll roof? So it's shingles. They are asphalt shingles. But so and this is one of those things that I didn't tell you guys, but the garage on my roof was bad. It was really, really bad. I had holes all in the roof. It was leaking all over, and because of that, and because of the fact that I won't say neglected it, but we had a windstorm a year or so ago, and it tore off a couple shingles, and that couple shingles tore off, and I'd had the roof like patched a time or two, where they put more shingles down and kind of fixed in where the shingles had come off. But this past winter, it was just bad enough where we had enough rain and again enough windstorms where I lost some shingles. And what it ended up doing was the plywood underneath that first layer of shingles was destroyed. And what ended up happening was I ended up having to replace the roof on the entire roof of my garage, down to the plywood. I ended up having to buy uh, a pallet of plywood, and they put almost an entire pallet of wood on my garage, and I mean, the cost. I'm not even gonna talk about the cost, but I was quoted one thing, and then I ended up having to pay another. And I mean, when I say I was bent over a barrel, I was bent over a barrel, and I just had no other recourse than to pay this money. And it was one of those things where the company did not put the charges that I was going to have to pay in writing, and I was prepared to take me to court. I'm not paying you that money. Take me to court. Um, but my wife said, "Listen, let's." They did the work. They did an excellent job on the roof. The guys that came out and did the work, excellent job. Would I recommend the company? Probably not. Would I recommend the guys who did the work? Definitely. Uh, the company is one of those. It was one of those companies that they're going to tell you the lowest bid, or they're going to give you the lowest bid, and they did. And I mean, I'm gonna say I fell for it, but I was quoted like 7, 8 grand, and I ended up paying almost 15. And the reason is because of the removal and replacement of the plywood. And I mean, the guys, I mean, the dudes that did the work, they did it all in a day and a half. And I filmed them doing it. It's one of those things where if you guys want to see that, maybe I'll show you. But yeah, yeah, maybe funnel some smoke out. So Kevin, one of the things now is it has a venting or a ridge vent. I think that's what it's called. Versus before it did not. So, but there's I don't know if it's considered like a vapor barrier, but no smoke or the smoke doesn't come out of the ridge vent is more for letting the heat out. And but the smoke still comes out of the eaves of the garage because they're open. Eric says wood is outrageous. Dude, you're a celebrity. They should have given you a plywood. Dude, you know what's crazy, Adam? I actually talked to them, to the guy who came out and sold me the roof, and I'm like, listen, can y'all do something for me? I'm like, I will promote this and talk about it on my YouTube channel. I'm like, I think at the time it was like a little over 15,000 subscribers, maybe more. And I'm like, I'll talk about it on my YouTube. I'll talk about it on Instagram. I'm like, I have so many. I'm at almost 10,000 subscribers or followers on Instagram. I will send so much business your way. And they're like, yeah, we'll hook you up. We'll hook you up. The guy who sold me the roof, he told me everything. One of those type places. Yeah. But anyway, Kevin says we're a metal roof, power wash it every couple of years. Yeah, I would have loved to have done a metal roof, but it probably would have been 3 times the cost. But I would have never had to do anything with it again. You should have said, I know you. You know who I am. So, some brisket and say, now you know exactly who I am. Don't forget. Nah, I wish. Adam, I wish. Yeah, yep. That's it. Number prices trouble since April. The good thing is I got the roof was done in, gosh, I can look back at it, but it was early during the pandemic. Alum prices, definitely not just meat, like pork. But if you did, what would I use? Mike, that's a good question. If I were to inject pork, I would probably just inject like some apple cider vinegar, some apple juice, like one of those type of, probably just apple cider vinegar or something like that. Apple juice, apple cider vinegar goes very well with pork. Again, thank you, Kevin. He said the gable vent, or a gable vent, probably. And you're probably right. That would be very, it would be good. But yeah. Any roofer worth their salt should have been able to tell you about the bad decking. Well, so again, it was one of those deals where they have okay. So here's where the sticking point was with the roof. They said in their contract, if they had to replace it, they would charge X number of dollars to replace it. Well, and that was if they purchased the plywood and they replaced or removed and replaced it. What they don't have in their contract is if I go and get the wood, what the cost is for the removal and replacement of said wood. So that was where I'm like, yo, take me to court. You don't have this in writing. It's not in the contract what that figure is. Boom. There's no court that wouldn't say. I'm looking at your contract. I'm reading your contract. This is what I have in writing. You all of a sudden tell me, oh, well, there's an additional fee. No, F that. Where does it say that in the contract? It says that in the contract if I get you to replace it. But when the guy came out and told me that if we have to replace it, yes, it's fine if you go and buy the wood. All right, I'm gonna go buy the wood. I'm not look. Y'all should have seen Vanna. All right, I'm gonna say struggling, but Vanna was the whole Carolina lean or the Florida squat, whatever you want to call it. Vanna was looking like this on the way back from Home Depot with a pallet of I guess it was half-inch plywood. I don't think it was 3/4 inch. I think it was half-inch plywood. And when I say they used every bit, and that was one of the other things too, man. These guys, man, they're so wasteful. They would cut a piece off of it and chuck the whole rest. Man, yo, it's some other good wood on there, man. I could have had like 10 sheets of plywood left to do things around my house, but no, the way they cut and jacked this up, and they tossed everything in the damn in the bin. I ended up hopping in the bin and pulling wood out. Like, yo, this is still good. Like, I still have plenty of pieces that I can use for other things that I have used for other things around my house. I'm like, yo, I paid for this. Why am I? Yeah, it's so wasteful, so wasteful. And I mean, it's just there's a lot. Don't get me started on that. Anyway, Brother Thyron, how you doing this evening, man? You caught me on a little bit of a rant, but anyway, I need the vent hood over your smokers or the one you're using. Yeah, that would be good. But the thing is, I put the elbow on it to send the heat and smoke out of the garage. Uh, Sad thing is, my roofing was cheap to buy. I'm sure it was. I don't know, man. I don't know. When I looked into it, it seemed like it was more expensive than like shingles. Salesman or Fried Traeger, but not by much. Let's don't talk about the cost of lumber. Oh man, yeah. Jimmy just did his. If you guys have not seen Jimmy's barbecue oasis, you need to check it out. I don't inject anything, so briskets, no, don't inject briskets. A couple of switch power vents could be turned on while you cook. They will suck the smoke right out. Yeah, you're right, Grumpus. Mm, I've toyed and played with putting fans in a garage. Let's see. 1027 for a pine 2x6x8. It's totally crazy. Yeah, I buy lumber by the summer lows, $4,000 in April, $15,000 now. What? Steve says, "What's up, Dash? I've been watching you for a while now. Love the content you give. Very inspiring. Love to get up sometime." Well, that's what's up, Steve. You hang out, hang around, and make yourself available, and I'm sure we can chop it up. Kevin says, "How's your turkey orders this year? Did you hire a couple drivers to help delivery?" I didn't see much this past this Thanksgiving. So, Kevin, I ended up cooking 14 turkeys. Okay, well, 14 turkeys that I smoked. I cooked 15 because I cooked one for us, but I fried that one. And as far as deliveries, I deliver them all myself. I'm too anal, and I want that much control, finite control. There's one person or two people that if I were to outsource delivery, that I would trust delivering turkeys because I know I can rely on them. But I did them all. So I ended up I was driving on Thanksgiving for 6 hours for the deliveries that I did, and that was the first batch. Uh, I ended up cooking 14 turkeys. The also included in the 14 turkeys that I cooked was the a turkey for the young lady whose turkey I forgot last year. I still feel and felt horrible, so she got a free turkey this year. I mean, that was the least I could do. So she was on the delivery list, and I cooked an extra turkey to make sure that I would have, excuse me, enough turkeys for any and everyone. And what ended up happening was I did my so Because of the fact that the turkeys were bigger this year, it ended up taking me longer than anticipated. The turkeys cooked me. It took me an extra hour, or I was an hour behind schedule. I left my house and I put almost 200 miles on my car delivering turkeys on Thanksgiving Day. Like I said, it was 6 hours that I did delivering turkeys. I came back home and I had an extra turkey, and I brought it back in the house, and I'm like, hey, talking to my wife, I'm like, hey, do you want this turkey or do you want me, what? She's like, you had the turkey breast for us. We had turkey breast, we had some lamb, we had some brisket, and she's like, and you're gonna fry a turkey tomorrow. She's like, nah, we don't need this turkey. I'm like, okay, say less. I get on Instagram and I'm like, all right, yo, I got an extra turkey. It's not gonna last long. If you want this turkey, you better send me a text message right now. It took me 15 minutes to sell that turkey, if that. And I sold the turkey, and of course, the person who bought the turkey lived 45 minutes north of me. So I'm like, darn it. I get my car, I put the turkey in the back, and I'm like, yo, let's go. So I delivered the turkey to her house and walked in, turkey in hand. Hey, put this in the oven, 300 degrees for about a half an hour or so. And by the time I got home, I got a text message from them saying, oh my gosh, that turkey was great. So that was great. That was great. So, like I said, about 8 hours darn near on the road driving on Thanksgiving because I want to see the people who I'm giving these turkeys to. I just can't relinquish that control just yet. But what I think is going to end up happening for next year is I'm going to have a pickup. I'm not going to be driving around delivering because if I said, hey, you know what, come and get your turkeys at 12 o'clock from here, or come and get your food between 12 and 1 o'clock from here, that would save me and actually give me so much more additional time to get things ready, to get things done, versus me having to start so early in the morning, get finished by, I wanted to be done by 8 o'clock in the morning so I could get on the road and then do the deliveries and then get back home by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And that did not happen. I don't think I got home until 3:30 almost. It was almost 4 o'clock by the time I got home on Thanksgiving Day. Mario, how you doing? Yeah, it's done and over. You got a good roof, and they got lost the color. You're absolutely right, Captain Newbie. Um, yeah, this is green paper. Post the trick your recipe on an dash. Episode 2. All right, thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. How much wood did all the smokers use for Thanksgiving? It was about two. Oh wait, no, because I used some in Bernadette too. It was about 2 carts of wood, maybe 2.5 carts of wood. Steve just loved the dedication. Well, thank you. B says I paid deliveries to Thanksgiving. I paid up front, so he got all the tips to buy this. Yeah, this is professional. All my clients. Yeah, I'm not even. Whew. So what's crazy is I actually got a few tips on top of, and I don't ask for. I don't like even my invoices. I don't. I have them set up not to be like to have tips, and. And I got a couple tips, and I was like, this is not required. I'm not asking for this. Like, I'm the type of person. You do something like seriously above and beyond, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a tip. But if you are just doing your job, if you're just doing what I'm asking of you to do, like basic, I'm not. No. Maybe it's just because I'm not built that way, and I don't have a whole bunch of extra money. Kevin says I dropped a turkey one year out of an aluminum catering pan that bit going from the oven to the counter. I had to wipe it off and just suck it up. Yeah, Kevin. So I don't know how long you've been. I think you've been around for a while, and you might probably heard this. But last year, I actually miscounted the number of turkeys I needed, and I did not have enough turkeys. I shorted. I had one of my customers, and this was a long time customer, and it just so happened that she was one of the last persons to be able to get her turkey delivered, and I felt horrible. I still feel horrible about this whole situation. Um, just reading Adam's comment. I still feel horrible about the situation, even though I made it right. Even though she got her free turkey and I made it right. She got a refund last year. She got a free turkey this year, and I don't know if she gonna get free turkeys for the rest of her time of me. I don't know what it is, but I just I feel so bad about messing up and not having a turkey for her. And I mean, I'll tell you what, she posted on Instagram last year that she ended up having to go out and buy chicken and cook chicken, and I'm very happy that she was able to do that. But I mean, I don't know. I didn't see on Instagram this year if she had family over or like a get together. She could have thrown that turkey out for all I know. She could have thrown that turkey out for all I know. And like I said, I still feel horrible. Adam says, when I get asked for a tip, I tell them to look both ways before crossing the street. Yeah, my go-to one of those is don't smoke in bed. Adam says, JK, I tip older pizza delivery people. All right, you can't forget your family has a holiday too. 6 plus hours is a lot of time to give up. Yes, Grumpus, but so what happens is we don't actually eat and or celebrate Thanksgiving on that Thursday. We do our celebration a day or so later. So trust me, I didn't forget that, and that is definitely not lost on me. But one of the things too is my kitchen is a wreck, absolute wreck after I'm doing all this cooking. There's no way that my wife could be in the kitchen cooking. Sorry, crick on my neck. Could be in the kitchen cooking, like trying to cook. Like she did it last year. We did not go to my sister in law's house. We normally go to my sister in law's house and we fry turkeys there. Um, or I fry turkeys there, and we have Turkey Gate. Okay, but so last year, my wife actually, excuse me, that was the first. This is the first one. It's 10:53. So my wife actually made dinner and it was like ready on Thanksgiving, and I was just like, I came home, I ate a little bit and was dead tired. Like I was so tired last year. I went to sleep at like 5 o'clock and didn't wake up until like the next morning. And I never sleep like that. This year, I did all the running around. I came back home, sat around for about a half an hour, an hour. Actually, it might have been a little later than that, longer than that. And then that's when I posted about the turkey for sale, the extra turkey for sale, and I sold that. Like I said, it was a 45-minute ride up to where I needed to go, about 5 minutes dropping it off, and about a 45-minute ride. It was a little longer coming back home because I stopped and got something to eat because I hadn't eaten all day, and I got like an energy drink to make sure I didn't fall asleep on the road. I mean, so by the time it was all said and done, an hour and a half, more or less, um, on the road. But by the time I got home, it was 8:30 ish, and the kids and the wife were kind of hanging out watching TV, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed. And I went upstairs in the bedroom, and I was wide awake. I couldn't go to sleep, so I sat on Walmart.com. I was looking for the PS5, and it just I couldn't do it. I couldn't get it. Anyway, other than that, but I think I probably was asleep by 9:30, and I was up the next daggone morning early because I had to work on that on the Friday, Black Friday. I had to work. Um, Jesus, he's not a bad kid. Just going through some issues, just trying to clean up. It's one of those things. I understand. We got like 5 extra birds named Dash this year just in case. Yeah, Jamie. You know what? Yeah. Kevin says, yeah, I remember you were short. Don't laugh, man. Are your orders prepaid or COD? Everything prepaid. Everything paid 7 days at least in advance. I'm not paying. I'm not playing. I'm not playing that game. What's crazy is, um, I think I've told you guys about the girl who, whatever reason, she years ago she ordered a turkey and she was having issues or something was going on, and she told me she was gonna pay me, she was gonna pay me, she was gonna pay me. And I got to her parents' house because she ended up having to have me deliver it not from her house to her parents' house because there was something that happened. It was a whole bunch going on, and I got there and they didn't want to pay me. It was about $75 because between the cost of the turkey and delivery, so it was $70 actually. And I'm like, yo, the turkey is $70, and the father was like, I ain't paying the goddamn on money, $70 for a goddamn on turkey. Okay, hey, hand me that turkey back. I went on home. I took it home. And last year and or 2 years ago, when she asked me to order, she tried to order turkey. I'm like, nah, I'm not even dealing with you. Not gonna do it. She ordered a turkey this year, and it's like, I don't know, maybe she doesn't remember, but I remember, and it's one of those things where, oh, okay, Miss, her initials are SL. Okay, Miss SL, um, if your turkey's not paid, you are not get. I am not extending any sort of leniency. Nothing. You burnt me. Fool me once. All right. What's up, Russell? He says, hey, Dash, can't stay. Just wanted to pop in and say hi. Thank you so very much, Russell. I appreciate that. Adam, good night. Johnny says he's back. I was just gonna joking about my comment, right? Yeah, Johnny, I know you were joking, but guess what? I'm gonna answer it. Uh, Ignite, I guess, good night, Grumpus. I guess Grumpus is falling asleep at the keyboard there. Have you ever been asked to deliver a turkey already carved? No, and I don't think I would. You know why? Because the way I cut up a turkey is going to be different than how you might want your turkey cut up, and I don't want. I mean, dude, man, some people get upset about so much stuff. No, I'm not cutting a turkey. I will tell you the one time I did carve a turkey was actually for my wife's company, the company she was working for at the time. It was one of those things where I was scared to death to cut up the stack of turkey. So what ended up happening was someone at her company got wind that I cooked turkeys for Thanksgiving or for Christmas, and they were having a little holiday potluck, and everybody brought in side dishes and things like that, and they paid me to cook a turkey for them, and I'm like, awesome, this is great, like hell yeah. So I cooked them a turkey, and I took them a turkey. And when I got there, or Johnny's SL equals so long. I wish, man. I wish. But anyway, so before I got there, they were like, "Oh, so can you stick around and carve it?" I'm like, "Carve a turkey?" I'm like, "I don't carve turkeys. I cook them. I don't carve them." So then what ended up happening was one of the administrative assistants or something like that ended up cutting the turkey, but I was this close to having to carve the turkey, and I'm like, I don't want to do it. Uh, yeah, I had to work that Friday as well. Yeah, Jeff. Yep. Da, 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 da. Johnny, this is that's how so long. Mike says, Dash, I'm looking into buying an electric generator and getting and using a roasting pan to keep 50 pounds of pork butt for an event in May. We'll be putting it in a cooler and driving from Michigan to Tennessee. Oh, okay. I know we talked about it, Mike. We definitely talked about it, but you probably will get away with just putting it in a cooler. Um, Michigan and Tennessee. How many hours is that? Because I mean, you might be able to put it in like Ziploc bags and just put that over ice. I don't know about having to get like an inverter and something like that. Mr. Fishy Isaac, it's been a minute. Yes, indeed. He's yo. Happy holidays. It's been a minute. Hope all is well. Yeah. Great minds, man. I was just thinking the same thing. Grumpus says, and you missed the word, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a turkey today. Nah, man, we ain't playing those games. Like I said, she is one of the reasons why, yo, you want anything cooked, it's got to be paid up front. B says I charge $150 a brisket. Never had Lowe's telling me they would pay cash. Nope, half up front. Nah. So B, half to secure me cooking it for you. The other half 7 days in advance so I can make sure that you gonna come and pick it up. Especially Isaac says, how much for one leg? Grimace is still here saying goodnight to Adam and his kid and the kids. All right, that's what's up. Might have to stop ice. Yeah. CJ, how you doing, sir? It's been a minute since you caught one of these live streams. I know it's still early for you, but I'm. Look, CJ, what you doing? What you know about? What you know about that? Huh? What you know about that? You need me to send you this bag here? You need one of these bags? I'll put some stickers in it for you. How's Melise doing? Tell her I said hi. Oh man, we got a bona fide celebrity. Mr. Horsepower and Pizza says I can't stay on tonight, but I hope you and the family had a great holiday. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Definitely appreciate you hanging out. It is. Oh, I'm about to say it's Thursday. It's Wednesday, which means you are probably. That's my man Bailey. B. I'm like, where am I drew a blank. I'm like, oh, it's Bailey. But I was say B. All right, everybody. Brian, Brandon, Bailey, y'all B. Everybody B. So Bailey is a car friend, and he puts up videos on Thursdays. Actually, y'all should check out Bailey's channel because he is building a freaking go-kart out of a like an electric like one of those Power Wheels. He's taking the body from a Power Wheels and he's putting it on a go-kart. It is going to be epic. And I think he's actually trying to drift said go-kart. But I think it's going to be a drift kart. But nonetheless, check out my man Bailey. Horsepower and Pizza. Oh, man. Yeah. Definitely. Steve says I can't afford any type of luxury smokers like you own. My smokers aren't luxury. Trust me, they are homemade, which is balling on a budget. So I'm actually building an offset out of cinder blocks. Coming along really nice so far. That's what's up. What's good? What's good, people? Oh, next best thing too. I was talking about you earlier because you sent me the It's Incredible seasoning, and I'm so very grateful. I've been like using it so sparingly. I actually still have some left. I'm running low, but I still have some left. CJ says just finished work. Now on to editing. How is the new job, CJ? I know you got a new job not too long ago. Yeah, yo Bailey, yo this right here, this right here, and I mean on a night during the summer when I could get this more readily available, I would have drank the whole thing. But tonight we just put a hurting on it, and it was just a little bit. I just covered the ice in my. Oh, speaking of Bailey, Bailey is who I got this sticker from right here. He gave me that sticker. So Bailey, this is on my cup. We got Marcus from Crimson Creek. I voted. I shot myself out. Jim from Suburban Barbecues 901. Grumpus is on, and me again. And Ryan from Backline Fabrication Backline Smokers isn't on either. But Bailey, I put my money where my mouth is, man. I represent. Y'all send me some stickers, and I definitely represent. And actually, look, here's my laptop, and this is the year we met, so I can actually trace it back. And there's an H2O sticker right there. This is on the front of the laptop. But yeah, so B, I think about you frequently. CJ says, love that peach. Yeah, man, I just wish you could get it more often than just only during the summertime. Mario, I agree. I agree. He says Crown Apple was my go-to, but I have to try the peach. Yes, indeed. So the apple is available all year round, which is great. But the peach is Uh, only available. Hold up, we got Josh. What's going on? Just cooking with CJ. You said you don't write, you don't call. Josh, how are you doing, sir? Uh, oh man. If you guys don't know, unfortunately, Josh has come down with a little bit of the C word. All right. He's still kicking butt and taking names, which is awesome. But definitely thinking about them, him and them in this trying time. FCB, be easy, man. Thank you so very much for hanging out. A few bourbon, Evanston, Illinois, or FEW. We can't get in a PA. I have to go to Maryland for it. It's super smooth. Well, you know what, Billy, I'll say I'll take a shot for you. Around a couple weeks ago, cool dude, nice, yeah. Marcus, he definitely is cool. No problem, Billy. I'll put some of new stickers in the mail for you. Oh yeah, you do have my address. You know what's crazy? Bailey sent me a book a while ago, a long while ago, and I was supposed to read said book and then pass it on to someone else. Bailey, I'm be completely honest. This is how much I read. I read the comments on these videos, and I suck. And I carried that book around in my book bag for almost a year before I pulled it out and I put it somewhere, and I don't know where it is now. So I did read some of it, but I didn't finish it, which is why I think I was traveling somewhere and I was like, oh wait, I have a book I can read. And it wasn't a very long book, wasn't a very hard read. It's just some of the practices in it I couldn't necessarily do at the time. But Bailey, man, I appreciate that. You know, get some more stickers out. Horsepower. Oh wait, you know what else? You know what, Bailey? It is. This is how you can. Yeah, look. You want to unplug the laptop, unplug the drive. I'm gonna show you, Bailey. Let me see. I represent. All right. That's the old school horsepower and pizza sticker right there. And we got another H2O sticker on the back. This is my laptop here. We got Boosted Daily. They were supposed to do something, they didn't do it. We got Jimmy Oaks, Motion Auto, LZ, Hoonigan. This guy right here, Giaco. If you guys don't know about Giaco, Hoonigan, I have some H&R springs. I've never put them on my car yet. Zip Tie Tech, I am an SCA member. There's another LZ. This Backyard Franconia, this is a gentleman who lives in Germany who sent me some stickers. Obviously, you guys know I am all about Volkswagens. Keep Drifting Fun, that is, oh man, why can't I think? Oh, Will Roki, Will, crap, Will something. Um, he used to do filming, like he used to do his own thing, but he filmed for Hoonigan for a while. Will Rogi, I think is what his name is. And then I have some other stickers in and around my laptop. So Tommy FEA representing FES spec, Sticker Mule. This I covered this one up. H2O sticker, my sticker. This guy or these guys, where it says unfiltered, connecting the world through beer. I actually met those guys when I was in the UK and got to talking to them, and they were telling me about what they were doing, which was cool as hell because they actually it was two guys from Michigan who they have a college course on brewing beer and beer making and so what they did was during their summer break they went to England went to England and they bought bicycles and they rode the bicycles across England. And when I say across, they rode it from the south of England north. And they visited different breweries throughout their, I don't know, however many days they were in England. It was dope. Like the story they were telling me was dope. So yeah, it was dope. They bought two bicycles, road bikes. One of them had a trailer, and that's how they carried their stuff around. I don't remember if they stayed in hotels or if it was like tents. I think they were in hotels, but still, they had no vehicle. They bought bikes like off of freaking eBay or Marketplace or something like that when they touched down, and then carried all of their stuff around. And I just so happened to catch them in a pub when I was in um where was I? Sheffield, yeah, on Kellam Island. So yeah. What's the side dish you probably sell that you never tried to advertise but you think you could have in the future? Kevin, what's the side dish you could probably sell that you never tried to advertise but you think you could in the future? Um, green beans. Green beans. The green beans that my wife makes are pretty spot on. And or the baked beans, the brisket beans that I make. Man, yo, I'm just basically throwing all out the trimmings anyway. I might as well put them in some beans, and man, my boy woke up. He knows you from a baby watching. That's what's up, B. Now that brisket, you gonna take it to 190 degrees. Now we gonna take it, to where it needs to be. uh, Zardrell, how you doing, man? Yeah, this is definitely a motley crew. 9.5 hour drive, planning on serving it warm with three homemade barbecue sauces. Mike, I'm telling you, man, I think when you originally talked to me about this, I told you to take it chilled and warm it up when you get there, even if that means you have to travel a little bit early or take a grill with you or something. But it is far easier to take it chilled and then reheat it than it is to try to keep it warm. So yeah, Zardrell, I think I did see it. You've been posting pictures on Instagram. I'm pretty sure I have seen it. I one thing y'all know, those of you guys who I'm following on Instagram who see me and comment and I'm like, okay, I know who you are. I am pretty active on Instagram. Instagram and YouTube are the two most active, or I'm most active on those two social media platforms. So it's on Facebook. Hmm. Maybe I thought I did. Because you might be one of the few people I'm following on Facebook because I kind of put the kibosh on that. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. All right. So I swear I saw it. I thought I was following you on Instagram, but maybe, he says he had to redo his, I guess, Instagram. But y'all down to still hang out because I can pour another one and get another energy drink. What's up? What y'all thinking? Y'all still down to hang out? The 31 of you guys still watching. How? 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 Why? I'm not that interesting. Oh, damn it. Marcus says, let's go. All right, so you know what? Kirk, you still around? Oh, Zardrell says, send it. Don't you dare, man. Don't you use my own words on and or against me. Brian says, I don't get any of your posts on Instagram and I'm subscribed. Yeah, that's because I don't post on Instagram very much. The reason why Grumpus says he's all in getting his cardio in. Well, that's what's up, Grumpus. Get some cardio in for me too. Mr. Fishy Isaac says he's on board. Well, we'll hang out for a while longer. I was gonna say I don't have anything else to do tonight, but I do need to film some more video responses, but oh man, I think I just freaking jacked up the. There's a gasket on here. I just jacked it up. Crap. Oh well. It's just to hold it in there. James says you make your own barbecue sauce. Just wondering. So, and that's one of those things where it depends. There are times when I will doctor some stuff up. There are times when I will kind of do some stuff from, I won't say scratch, but I kind of have a starting a base. Reason being is because if someone has a food allergy or something like that, then I can tell them what exactly it is, and folks know, hey, I can have that, or no, I can't have that. So that's why a lot of times I'll start with something off the shelf, if you will. Jeff says I'm just hanging and banging. All right, well. When I first searched you on Insta, I learned a bad thing. As you type out SDSBB, you get quite an eyeful. Whoa. I know what I'm doing later. Yeah, my Instagram is still Drum Smokers. In case you do not know or have not. Grumpa says I'm running in the kitchen. So I picked the Retro 500 to you. Well, thank you very much. Sergio, I swear, I think I synced it. But maybe not. So E15 here. I'm watching while I do homework. Man, y'all be doing some old stuff. Yeah, right. Diane. I don't know about that. I was gonna let it go. I was gonna let it go. But, you know. Grumpus brought it up. Yeah. Caramel apple. What? See, this again, like apple is where it's at. Like the apple's where I need to be. I'm not. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, and I'm not a caramel apple fan because I don't need caramel apple. I'm sitting here playing with this thing. I don't need caramel apple because what's crazy is I had it was a caramel apple cider, like an apple cider, and it wasn't good. Like, can I just have apple cider? Why does it need to be caramel apple cider? Bailey's has a caramel apple. All right. I'm like, Bailey has what? I finally got a beard coming back. Almost feel like normal again. Shit, I don't know why you shaved it off in the first damn place, but Marcus, you do you, bruh. You do you. But yeah, I don't even think I'm trying. Like I'm like woolly mammothing it tonight. I put no oil on in my beard this morning. I was like, you know what? I'm sleeping in. I slept late, and I didn't do my normal put oil in my beard this morning and straighten it. So we're looking kind of scruffy. What's funny is one of the questions asked me, how do I stay so fresh and so clean? I don't all the time. Uncle Steve, holy cow. Uncle Steve says, hey Dash, hope all is well with you and yours. Just jumping in and jumping out. Gotta hit that. I gotta hit the hay. Best of everything to you. Right back at you, sir. Hopefully the girls are all doing just fine. B says, I cut my beard to really cut down on. Sorry to hear that. Michael Palmer says, sup Dash? Hey room, Dayton, Ohio, repping. That's what's up. Michael, I think you haven't been here in a while. I do remember the name. from interactions in the past. So definitely appreciate you checking in. Place my order Saturday. Can't wait to give it a try, man. Justin, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. I I can't speak highly enough of Uncle Steve's seasonings because they are just they're that damn good. Like I want to be like, oh, uh, nope, none of that. They're good. They're definitely good. Um, he's on to something for real. Uh, Steve's is the bomb. I'll be doing a video on them soon. Mm. Freaking, I got the burps. Man, look, I can tell you how to shake Quart, and I didn't even have them. They're phenomenal. James Arnold says, thank you so very much for actually showing us how you built the bucket stand. Worked out perfect. He says, thank you. Well, hopefully, James, your buckets turned out better at your harvest. Excuse me, turned out better than my harvest did. Freaking deer this year ate up everything. Everything. Question. Port tenderloin without drying it out. Lower temperature and cook it to temperature and then internal temperature. Only issue, I don't like spicy, and it looked like most have heat. They're not very spicy. They're more peppery than they are spicy. Um, oh man, Uncle Bull. Whew, me and Marcus gonna fight. Yeah, if you bring that up, bring her up. Like really, we gonna fight. Uh, mm, mm, mm. Topanga. What's it? There's Marcus, because we're gonna fight. It might come down to who draws first. Mine. I call dibs. Point to my nose, and I call dibs. Oh man, I just if I could let y'all in, man, somebody go figure that one out. Be like, hey, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go talk to this man on a Wednesday night between 9 p.m. and about 11 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I will be forever in your gratitude, like in your debt. Uh for real. You know what, Marcus? I'm not gonna put it past you. That would be pretty darn amazing. But let me just tell you that I get it. All right, okay. So Mike says that's the plan to take it chilled and then reheat it. Oh man, Uncle Bull, woo! Oh, that's the second yawn, and it's 11:24. So we are well past our the normal time. So I'm able to I'm allowed to yawn at this point. But man, talk about Madeline Ward. Whew. That's another one. Good night. Hey, Steve, thank you very much for hanging out. He says, gotta run. This has been a blast catching up. Definitely one of those things where if you're here for this live stream, like there is no there is no yeah, I finished it. Ooh. I'm not even gonna read that aloud, Uncle Bull. Just keep that between us. I'm gonna say y'all. Keep that between us. All right. So, anybody starting to prep for Christmas already? I know I'm not dreading it, but I'm Usually we go away for Christmas, and I can kind of tell people, no, I'm not cooking for Christmas. I'm not gonna be here, but I'm gonna be here this year because I can't go anywhere. So it's like, oh man, I gotta cook. Actually have uh, so I have to send out some food. I'll be shipping some food. I got somebody that hit me up yesterday. It's Big Steve, not Uncle Steve, but Big Steve. I've talked about Big Steve, and he sent me some seasonings a while back. But he placed the order, and I gotta send his stuff out or stuff for him out in about a week or two. So looking forward to doing that, and I probably will film a video on me doing that. But other than that, I'm chilling. Christmas fried turkeys, all right. Ham for Christmas, but I want to do a duck. Grumpus, man, that's duck is tough because you have to cook duck at a high temperature in order to crisp that skin up well. I tried duck. I did. I can't remember if it was a whole duck or just a duck breast, but I did not do it any sort of justice. Now it also has been quite some time since I've cooked it, but whew, yeah. My wife saw one of your lives and damn, it cost me money again. What was it that she ordered this time, Jimmy, or wanted to order this time? Grumpus, look, I agree, and yeah. Marcus. Marcus, you are. What video is Marcus? Hold on. Six, no. I'm looking on my computer here. Oh, you're number 8, Marcus. So on the 8th, you'll see. Knowing me, you'll see it sooner than. And actually, I think actually, I'm gonna upload it to YouTube right now. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7. All right, so I'm gonna upload number 8. I'm gonna upload 8 now. So Marcus, you'll probably see. I'll probably shoot you a message tomorrow or later, with the small game video. Or do you want to wait to see it until it comes out? Which one do you want to do? Because this one was your question, so I was gonna probably send it to you early. But what do you want to do? You want to wait, or you wanna see it? Actually, speaking of which, those of you guys who are still here, we will do. I'll get you guys the link to the video for tomorrow. That's normally what I do. All right, Marcus says he'll wait. Oh, after the good ice machine. Oh man, I'm sorry, Jimmy. That was a hit. That's for daggone sure. But I tell you what, man, we love the ice maker. We love it. That's Friday slingshot damage. Slingshot. What's the slingshot like the motorcycle esque thing slingshot, or was it something happened? Marcus says he'll wait, but I probably won't be. I'll be like, oh, I'll forget, and be like, oh, hey, here's your what happened? Somebody drove into the daggone. Is that why you had to move your trailer? What? man. Yeah, you're gonna have to send some pictures after the KV's is first. All right. I guess yeah, Uncle Bull, man, you slipping. So Uncle Bull and Jeff, who are here, are patrons, and usually Uncle Bull uh, comments on the videos so he can be first. Cause I let those videos go out to the patron supporters first. Hunting with a slingshot. Oh man, I'm telling you, when you see the video, you are going to. I already knew where this was going. I already knew. Uh, I do cater, James. I definitely do cater. Catering is actually, I won't say the one of the bigger. It is the biggest thing that I do. I used to cook and sell food via Instagram, but freaking Instagram, they changed the way that they are doing a lot of things, and because of that, they basically, and rightfully so, wanted to be paid when you posted things for sale on Instagram. And I said I wasn't going to pay you for Instagram, so I primarily do catering and a lot of word of mouth. Excuse me. Crap, that's three. It's 11:32. Mike says I got a beer going because wife and get to be Santa for Christmas. That's what's up. Where's Johnny? He. Wait till you guys see his question. It is Santa related. I'll just leave it at that. Uh, hmm. Marcus, I don't even think I want to know what it is that you were able to get with an actual slingshot. And here's a better question: why? Why? You know they have varmint rounds, right? Man, shoot. Varmint round. Bink, bink. Oh yeah. Mm, 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 mm. I just all right. Can't use a rifle within 500 feet of a residence. Really? What? 500 feet of a residence? What type of stuff is that? Y'all got open carry laws and you can't use a rifle within 500 feet of a residence? What? Really? Jimmy's the same in South Carolina. Hmm. All right. I just got an email that says the SCA canceled your automatic payments. I'm cool with that. Wow. Okay. All right. Hmm. Maybe Maryland is doing something right because there's some strict and stringent laws here. But that's crazy. Never knew there was such a thing. 500 feet. Jeez. Mm. Learn something new every day. Mm. Yeah, that deer. Uh, so I actually questioned. I had a question about my suppressor earlier today, and I need to contact ATF and check on the progress because yeah, I have a 1522 that I could probably sit in one of the upper windows of my house. Um, probably take something out. Oh, that tax stamp has already been paid for. I'm just waiting for it to clear. Uh, Gosh. Anyway, um, yeah, we're gonna see what happens though. I'm just like I said, I'm just waiting patiently. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I should go and shop so I can get the. It went back. It went in back in August. So it's only been 2 months. Only 2 months or 3 months. Oh, 4 months. I'm sorry. 11. What? Maybe I need to look it up and see if there's documentation. Let's view my completed documents. I need to find my order number and then maybe I can contact ATF. First two they would know. Yeah, so what's funny is I actually went out the other day and I tagged a couple with my BB gun, and they were just like chilling. You would think after they saw it, that after the first shot, when they saw it, they would skedaddle. But man, I'm telling you, city deer are built differently. There is 8 months still waiting. Jeez. Huh. Yeah, well, I'm. This is still my first one, so. Hold on, Marcus. I can't check that now. I'm still loading on the live stream. Reservation submission. I'm gonna have to log in. Shop.com. And I'll see if I can find my application number because that's what I was told to look for. They said look up your application number and contact the ATF. And while I'm thinking about it, I need to look at it right now. Crap. If I can remember my password. Crap, that's not it. Crap. Anyway. What's going on? Sacramento checking in. Murder Cap 916. You ever smoked oxtails? If so, what temp would you recommend? So, James, no, I've never smoked oxtail. And it's one of those things where the reason why I've never smoked oxtail is because we make a mean oxtail in the what's that thing called? In the pressure cooker. Um, and it's one of those things where just because you can smoke it doesn't mean it has to be smoked. Uh, Oxtail is really good braised. And if I were like smoking oxtail, I would probably cook it at 250 degrees. But excuse me. But what I would do to smoke it is I would probably smoke oxtails for 2 or 3 hours in the smoker, and then I'd wrap them up pretty tightly, and then add some sort of braising liquid. Just because oxtail, well, actually probably not because oxtails are very very fatty. But we used it, like I said, the pressure cooker. We have an Instapot, and I just put them in there, and my gosh, the Instapot oxtails are phenomenal in like less than an hour. Like great, great. No problem, Marcus. My bad. Yeah, I'm using my phone to stream as usual. We just have reported back. Got any different plans? So right now, basically, we've entertained on it a time or two. But I'm not like none of my smokers, none of the grills, nothing like that is gonna go on there. That slab is not for me. That's a family. It's a family thing. So taste tester number 3. Her birthday was towards the end of October, and my in-laws came down, and we set up tables and stuff out there, and we sat out there and ate. We got Chipotle. My wife ordered Chipotle, and we set it up like a buffet style, and everybody was able to pick up their food, and we ate outside underneath. I put a canopy up, ate outside over there under there, and then also taste tester number 2. He's trying to take it over. You guys have seen somewhat the his basketball court is out there. Excuse me. So it's pretty perfect for that. It's like half court, so it works out. JP's like face bomb, shotgun for deer hunting in Illinois. No rifle. Really? Why would you want to shoot I guess a buckshot. All right. I was thinking like or not a slug, not buckshot. But anyway, I don't know. That's interesting. Hey, Captain New, you be easy. Thank you so very much for hanging out. Definitely appreciate you being here. Crap. I'm trying to remember my password. Yeah, slug, yeah. Deer slug or to limit range. Yep. I could definitely see why. Crap, I gotta figure out my password. Oh, maybe I didn't actually set one up. I'm not a robot. Oh, crap. I think I'm gonna reset my password. Thank you, James. Definitely appreciate you hanging out. Oh, back. Where's this? It wasn't me. Yeah. Yeah, but so I just got an email from the state cook off, so SCA saying they canceled my automatic payments. which is fine. But the problem is, I paid for a membership. I guess maybe next year they'll stop. But come on, all right. Da, da, da. Lowercase, uppercase, special character. Password is updated. All right. If I don't do this now, guys, I will forget. So bear with me. All right, I should be able to get logged in. What's the range? 60 yards max. 60 yards is still pretty daggone. That's pretty far. I sighted a scope in today on a 22 rifle at 50 yards, and I was doing pretty good with that. But then again, I was also at an indoor range, so I didn't have like a, crazy, a crazy range. The range where I was at, the furthest you can set the targets out is 75 feet. So I'm sorry, it wasn't 50 yards, it was 50 feet. Still, 60 yards is that's crazy. My account, my orders. Uncle Bull says 50 yards. Come on. I'm trying to find some information. Nope. I don't see the number. Anyway. Golly though. I mean, still 50 yards. That's 150 feet. That's far enough, I guess. So anyway, all right, we're gonna wrap this up at the top of the hour. So what else have you guys got going on? I mean, I'm sure after tonight, Marcus, you probably will be looking it up. Just a hunch, like me knowing you. Like I said, I probably you're gonna have the statistics and everything else about it pretty soon. Well, then again, I guess it depends on how much you drink tonight. Yeah. Invoice. Can I get a number? Then I don't see an order number or anything. Crap. Marcus, my drink is empty too. Yeah, Willie, we're still here. Just one of those things. We're still here. Wait a minute. Hold up. I got you, Willie. Grover says, I can't talk to everybody, but I drink just enough. Duck Papa says, what's the reheating instructions for a turkey for customers after it's been smoked or refrigerated? Typically, they don't refrigerate them. I don't refrigerate the turkey, so they're still room temperature-ish when I deliver them, and or warm because they just came off the smoker or out of the smoker. But the reheating instructions, same rules apply. About 300 degrees for about a half an hour, 45 minutes from like room temperature-ish. If it was in the refrigerator, it probably would take an hour, maybe an hour, 15 minutes to kind of just thoroughly heat that bird back up. But you don't want to go over 300 degrees, and they will definitely want to wrap that bird up and cover it. So, yeah. Papa Bear said, where do you get your stickers made? Sticker Mule. I sent you some stickers, right, Justin? Sticker Mule. As you know, your password is Topanga. Man, I can't even spell Topanga when I'm drunk. So how would that be my password? I can. It's definitely not. Unfortunately. Y'all want to know what my password is? Y'all want to see a body? Moses put 1, 2, 3 at the end. Oh man. It'd be like the scene in Spaceballs. He's like, what's your password, sir? He's like, 1. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. Your password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't judge me. Oh man. Oh, Willie, I'm looking at 51 subscribers for you, buddy. That's what's up. Capital T, lowercase o, capital P. Topanga. Oh man, that's hilarious, dude. Again, I can't spell Topanga all the time. Trying to get this done so I can look into this. Oh wait, I may have found. Nope, that's just my registration information. Darn. Justin says, when I get some content, I'm with the same subscriber love that Willie got. Duly noted, Justin. And actually, shoot, while we're at it, y'all need to go check out Uncle Bull. He definitely has, he's got a couple of videos up there. It's just, Willie kind of, I want to say caught me off guard, but today, excuse me, he told me about the fact that he was just starting out. So let's see here. Of course, I'm trying to multitask while I'm doing this. I am finishing the upload on the small game video. No. Here. Prepared for next week. Ready for next week. Yeah, you have to keep me posted. Let me know, because I don't know what they are either. And to be completely honest, I don't know what the difference between the 12 and the 20 are. I know the 20 is smaller though, but no. I need to filter this with a. There we go. Oh man, Uncle Bull, we do need to get you up. All right, let's help Uncle Bull out, please. Check him out. Where's Steven? Steven, where you at tonight, man? Crap. Yeah. So Uncle, I watched Uncle Bull's video on his brisket. So he did a brisket video on the UDS a few months ago. He's been kind of quiet. Maybe he'll post some more videos soon. There we go. That's what I was just talking about. He said, "Been a few since we were tied up in the field for harvest. I gotta do some more practicing. Let's do some more still practicing. All right. What's up, Russell? He says I'm back. Johnny says I haven't seen Steven in a few days. He has been around. He commented on a video. It seems like I don't know how or what his viewing schedule is. Oh, excuse me, but he's like a week and a half behind on viewing at least my videos. Oh gosh. All right, I am fading fast. Oh, excuse me. All right, guys. I think that's about it. I feel like I'm going to be falling asleep soon if I prolong this any longer. But I really want to say thank you guys so very much for hanging out. I really, I wouldn't want to do this if it weren't for you guys. Hanging out with you guys, losing sleep, it's like whatever. So definitely appreciate you all hanging out with me. Uncle Bull says thanks for love, everyone. No problem, man. Like seriously, like I said, Willie kind of I must have caught me off guard, but he was like, "Oh, hey, I'm new to this," and that's what got me looking at his channel earlier today. So it was fresh on my mind. Uncle Bull, thank you so very much for your support, man. You definitely are one of the top tier folks who have come on recently and like helped me out a lot. What's your favorite superpower for the zombie apocalypse? How about well, actually, this superpower is actually my real life superpower. I think I talked about it before. Um, I had an interview question, or well, I don't know if it was an interview question or if it was an icebreaker. But it asked for it said, "What is your superpower? What is your superpower?" And I said, "My superpower is fire manipulation." So I think Russell, I would go with that. I think a lot of us have the superpower of fire manipulation, aside from like the gift of gab, fire manipulation. Jack says later. I bet he is out. So am I. Oh, you guys take great care, Jack. Betty, tell Betty I said, good night tomorrow, or that I said good night tomorrow. Oh, excuse me. Jimmy says, night, guys. Probably videos and love live streams. Well, thank you, man. I can't say thank you guys enough for hanging out and wanting to be a part of this. Like, really, I never thought that this would be how this was. What's your favorite superpower for alien invasion? I don't know, Russell. I mean, well, Sorry, Todd, you just got here and I'm yawning up a storm. But I'm 3 hours in. Uh, Superpower for the alien invasion. Uh, how about what about like one of the Avengers or somebody from X-Men who like shot an arrow and couldn't miss or never missed? What if I was a dead shot? I'm trying to think what the characters' names were. But what if I was like I couldn't miss that? Like that was my superpower. I couldn't miss. Todd, how you doing this evening? KB, thank you very much. Yes. Grumpus, yeah, I saw the Uncle Bill group. He's Uncle Bull Barbecue. I think. Concept behind Uncle Bull's to help aid others when this is what's the goals, and maybe it's the same. Jeff, man, y'all kill me when y'all get here so late. Yeah, I'm like, oh man, I missed it. Then I feel compelled to talk to you guys for a couple of minutes, but I gotta go to sleep. I am falling. I'm fading fast. Todd hit 1,000 a day. That's what's up, Todd. Congratulations. Uh, oh, thanks, B. He said I'm the best streamer. Oh, I appreciate that, man. What's your best superpower? How about linguistics? Can that be my superpower? I actually would like that to be my superpower. I want to be able to communicate with any and everyone in any language possible. DC character played by Will Smith. Deadshot. All right. There was a couple. I thought I saw Todd had 1,000, but I wasn't going to dispute you. If you said it was today, it was today. Thank you, Steve. I definitely appreciate you hanging out. Jeff says he's still under 130 subs. Yeah, know what that means. Go check out Jeff's channel. Todd used to be a great live streamer. Ooh. Shots fired. He was assaulted by little kids. Actually, it was probably he who assaulted his wife, hence the little kids. That was only a shadow of him for. I look. You guys can have that argument discussion on one of his videos. Russell, stirring the pot, always stirring the pot. Do you need 1,000 kids? I don't know about that. All right, guys, I am tapping out. I would love to stay and hear Todd's response. Freaking, no, you can't see it. There's gray hair. But yeah, good riddance. Later, Tater. Yes, indeed. All right, guys. I am gone. It's like the second or third time I'm saying bye, but I'm getting ready to press the X. Pressing X. Hey, thank you guys again. I'll see you guys next week.